Hey guys, welcome back to the Fergie Time podcast. Apologies for the late start on today's live stream. We had some errors with YouTube, absolute mess. My apologies. Will not happen again, but I want to thank everyone for joining us. Let's see who's here. My guy Ranjit is here. Ryan's Career Mode is here. Serenan's here. The True Lion's here. Tactical Manager TV is here. My guy. I appreciate you all stopping by. Liam Talks Football says 5-0 to Arsenal. Wow. Guys, get your score predictions down below in the live chat. Today, I'm going with a cheeky 2-1 Manchester United win. And like I said, smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on today's stream. And also subscribe if you are new to the channel. Let's take you guys through the starting 11s. The game is just about to start 5 minutes. So as soon as the game starts, we'll be right to it. But starting 11s, Manchester United lineup in a 4-3-1-2. Quite a defensive formation in my opinion. And they start with De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka at right back, Lindelof and Maguire as the center backs, Luke Shaw as the left back, a midfield three of Fred, McTominay, and Pogba, and then playing in front of them as a fourth midfielder is Bruno, and then up top, Greenwood and Rashford. For Arsenal, they start in a 3-4-3 with Leno as the goalkeeper, Holding, Gabriel, and Tierney as the back three, a midfield four of Saka, Partey, Elneny, and Bellerin, and then up top, you have Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Willian. So I think solid formations for both sides. I know there's lots of talk about Man United starting 11, and I actually do fancy it quite a bit because, you know, McTominay and Fred have been in cracking form. Pogba's been playing well, and I mean, you have to have Bruno on every side. I'm happy to see that Greenwood gets a start after having a good performance against Leipzig, and as we know, Marcus Rashford is absolutely on fire. What I expect from this match, you know, I expect it to be a quite dull one, kind of like that Chelsea United game that recently went on, where neither team is that, like, where neither team is really that confident in their ability, if that makes sense, to go forward and really affect the game. So that would be kind of my 2 cents on it. But I want to get your guys' thoughts down below in the live chat. Let me know how you think this one will turn out. And yeah, I think it'll be telling to see how both teams do in this match. Telling us as to who is the better side, where we expect these teams to finish in the table. I think this will be a very close match, and I expect it to be a very, very passive match. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see what people are saying. Serenan says, I don't know what score I predicted, but I did predict an Arsenal win because it's the Premier League, so Ole will blank again. Very funny, Serenan. As we know, everyone thinks that, you know, Ole's all class in that in the Champions League, but in the Premier League doesn't have the pedigree. But I like the formation today. I like switching it up. I like getting some fresh legs in there. You know, I believe it was McTominay did not play against Leipzig. I believe it was Fred and Van de Beek, and I'm not certain. I can't even think of it on the top of my head right now. But it's gonna be interesting to see, and I do like the way we've lined up today. And we know what we are. I think at this point is a team that likes to sit in and counterattack, as we've seen with him putting Greenwood and Rashford up top. Let's see what other people are saying. Cavani is dangerous, says the True Line. Yeah, he is. And he is on the bench today, so that could be a potential substitution. Looking at both benches, I think some players that could come on for Arsenal and Nketiah, Pepe, and also Ceballos. And then for United, we have, of course, Cavani. I think another one that could come on is Van de Beek as well. And then also Matic. So very interesting stuff. Ben Deeming is here. He says, Benno is predicting 2-0 to the Gunners. Nah, mate. 2-1 to United. That's what I'm saying. Guys, let me know, Ben and others, what your score predictions are for this one. Guys, the game is just about to kick off now. We are very, very close to it starting. And yeah, I cannot wait to see this match. Starting 11s again for anyone that missed it. Arsenal start in a 3-4-3 with Leno in goal, Holding, Gabriel, and Tierney as the back three. A midfield four of Saka on the left, Partey and Elneny in the central positions, and Bellerin on the right. And then up top, Willian, Lacazette, and Aubameyang. And then for United, De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka at right back, Lindelof and Maguire as the center backs, Luke Shaw as the left back, Fred, McTominay, and Pogba making up a midfield three, Bruno as the attacking midfielder, and then up top, Greenwood and Rashford. So again, I think key players for both sides. I think Thomas Partey will need to step up today for Arsenal. And I really do believe that. I think he's a player, you know, they brought in, and I've had some Arsenal friends of mine saying, Oi, this guy's special, he's different gravy, he's better than Pogba, all this stuff. Let's see it today. Let's see him prove it. I really think United's midfield outclasses this Arsenal midfield. I think Pogba's in good form, McTominay, Fred are in good form, and Bruno Fernandes is a special, special player. I don't think he's given enough respect. I think too many people are all caught up in the penalties and whatnot. My guy Sifo is here. What's going on, Sifo? It's going to be a fun game today. Cannot wait to watch this one with you. He says, come on, you Gunners. Time to watch Penn United put 11 players behind the ball for 90 minutes. Hey, what works? Hey, as long as we win, it's whatever works. You know, you get me. Anyways, let's see what other people are saying. Ranjit says, for some reason, the small games are more exciting. Interesting, Ranjit. I think that is perspective. As a United fan, I'm excited for whatever game we're playing in. You get me. Let's see what others are saying. Ryan's Career Mode said, could be 0-0. Wouldn't surprise me. Me neither, Ryan. I mean, I think it could be quite a dull game. It could be a very dull game, I think, on our hands, because neither side is really willing to take those risks at this point, as we saw against with United against Chelsea, and then with Arsenal in their recent games, just not willing to take any risks whatsoever. Let's see what other people are saying. What happened to Martial? I'm not sure what happened to Martial, to be honest with you. I don't think he's even on the bench. So I assume that would be injury related then, because it would just be very strange if he didn't make the side. So I'm gonna have a sip of water here, guys. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Make sure if you are just tuning in to smash the like button. As I said, aiming for 30 likes on the stream, so it'd be greatly appreciated. And if you are new here, subscribe. Sifo, that is correct. Martial got a red card in the Tottenham game, so he will not be available for this one. I thought he had already served that suspension, but apparently not. So, yeah. Thanks for the analysis there, Sifo. Let's see what others are saying. Ryan's Career Mode says, I can't see Arsenal getting too many goals with the lack of creativity. Yeah, that would be my main thing for Arsenal right now, guys, is we're talking about they have some really good attacking players, but I don't think they have the player that can connect that front line with the back, that connect the midfield line with the front line. They don't have that creative type, and that's where I think maybe at times, I understand why they dropped Ozil, and I understand it makes sense. It does make sense to some extent. But I think at the same time, you could use that creative player to connect the midfield with the front line. Anyways, guys, we are just almost underway here. So get your score predictions and goal scores down below in the live chat. Serenan said, do you watch Newcastle Everton? I did not, but I saw Newcastle was winning the match. And I saw Pickford was dropped from the match, but I don't know how it turned out, so let me know, Serenan. Phoenix Football Compilation says, you don't know how scared and worried I am. Martial suspended from the Spurs red card. Thank you for that, Phoenix Football Compilation. It is great to have you here with us. I'm very excited. And yeah, guys, I want to see what Mikel Arteta does today. I think he's a great manager. And I want to see what... I think, for me, Arsenal haven't had the... Recently, they've been all right, but they haven't been necessarily special. And I want to see how he can respond to this and maybe kind of get a special little... I don't know, get something special from this Arsenal side. Let's see them respond in a way that they haven't before. Let's see something new, something creative. That's what I want to see from Arsenal today. And yeah, let's see what other people are saying. Srenan says, no, Newcastle won 2-1. Very good performance. Wow, that is actually very impressive from them, and fair play to them. Everton, of course, without James Rodriguez, who I had in my fantasy team, unfortunately. So, guys, they're just about to kick off now. Yusuf says, do you think Arteta has been fair with Ozil? That's a very difficult one, Yusuf, and I think the way I'm going to answer that question is I think it's both the situation with Ozil and Arsenal is the fault of both the player and the fault of the organization. It's both. It shouldn't have ever turned out to this messy situation that it is, and I think Ozil with some regards is at fault, and I think Arsenal with some regards is at fault. That's the way I'd answer that. Anyways, guys, we have kicked off now. 20 seconds in. Mason Greenwood's trying to control the ball, trying to pick out Fred. Takes a deflection there. Going forward, our Arsenal winning the ball back is Lindelof, who's going to look to play it forward. And Lindelof, guys, if you aren't aware, is in a really good run of form. Ranjit pushing for the Gunners today. Guys, who are you supporting? Down below in the chat, let me know. Of course, you can see who I am supporting. Come on, United. Let's get some let's get some support for United in the chat, guys. And yeah, as the match progresses, let me know your thoughts, questions, concerns, anything in the chat. Fire away. I cannot wait, and it's going to be fun watching with this one, guys. Gabriel Magalhaes on the ball, looking to switch it now across to none other than Rob Holding, who plays it out wide to Bellerin. Bellerin looking to play inside to El Neni, and El Neni is a very interesting one, guys. Arteta's kind of started to use him a lot more than... Like, prior to Arteta joining the club, who thought El Neni would come back into the fold for Arsenal? Very interesting, and I think he's played well when they play with two in the midfield. Of course, Xhaka has been dropped today, and I think that's something that's very heavily disputed, I think. But I think with Partey and Xhaka, I think a two-man midfield just wouldn't work. So, back to it. Winning the ball now is, speaking of El Neni, wins the ball. However, it takes a deflection off of him, out for a throw-in for United. Aaron Wan-Bissaka will take it. Sifo says you guys can't get through our press. Sifo, it is a minute 40 so far, so I think we're going to be all right here. On the ball now is Fred. Fred moving the ball, plays it back. Oh, Sifo, this is going to be a fun one, man. I know you're going to be giving me a hard time all match for this one, but I cannot wait. It's going to be fun. And yeah, guys, smash the like button. We're at 5 likes. Let's push for 10. Help your boy get a sip of water, and then yeah, back to it. I apologize for the stream starting late. I think there's a new update with YouTube or something like that, because it wasn't, I don't know what was going on. My apologies, though. Anyways, on the ball out wide is Willian, driving forward, looking to cross. Headed away, though. Headed away by Victor Lindelof. On the ball now is Paul Pogba, the maestro in the midfield. Plays it inside now to, I believe that is Lindelof under a bit of pressure there, finding Maguire. Maguire looking to play inside. Pushing forward. Plays it out wide now to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw looking to play down the line. Very good from United here. Takes a deflection. It's going to be a United throw. Bruno Fernandes is going to be key to this game today. I genuinely think it's going to be Thomas Partey take care of Bruno Fernandes. And I want to be honest with you guys, I don't think he can. I don't think Partey can do it. You get me? But who knows? It could be Partey time for Arsenal if they do win this match. Ball played to McTominay. Played out wide now. Greenwood on the ball, overlapping Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Bruno, I'm liking the creativity early from United. The runs forward are good, but we've got to be careful now on the counter. And here come Arsenal on the counter attack here. On the ball is Bukayo Saka dribbling at the likes of Fred. Good tackle from Fred there, and it's going to go out for an Arsenal throw on the left-hand side of the pitch. Huss, welcome there, mate. Ragnar, welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we're watching Manchester United versus Arsenal in the Premier League. So far, 3 minutes, 20 seconds in. 0-0. Arsenal taking a throw-in on the left-hand side of the pitch. Kieran Tierney will be taking. And yeah, if you guys are enjoying the live content, smash the like button, subscribe if you are new. I'm on 3 minutes and 33 seconds. So if you want to sync your game with that, yeah, that's what I would recommend. So yeah, Kieran Tierney to take the throw-in here. Looking to play it now forward to Aubameyang, who's checking. However, United win the ball back. Mason Greenwood looking to play it forward. However, Arsenal settle. Thomas Partey plays it all the way back now over to the likes of Gabriel Magalhaes. Magalhaes across now. And yeah, they're moving it. Here we go. Pushing the ball out wide. LMAO, Bruno, what the fuck? He didn't even touch your face. Let's see. I want to see the replay on this, Sifo. I haven't seen it yet. Willian, Bruno, they're getting a little, not a scuffle, but Bruno's holding the side of his face, saying that Willian maybe elbowed him. I want to see this here. Bruno had won the ball. I don't know. It's hard to tell if he had been touched there or not. But anyways, foul given to Manchester United ball. On the ball now is Victor Lindelof. Lindelof moving the ball back across to Fred now. And Fred's going to be patient, moving it across over to McTominay. Now to Greenwood. Guys, I like... Oh my goodness, Greenwood's giving the ball away there in a poor area. Driving forward is Willian. Looking to challenge is Luke Shaw. Interesting tackle there from Shaw, but he gets the ball. Referee says play on. On the ball is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and he's going to look to play it across to Bruno Fernandes, who can't get on the end of it. So far, guys, this game's been exciting because there's been a lot of energy. Both teams really going at each other, something I didn't necessarily expect. And on the ball here is Aubameyang, plays inside to El Neni. El Neni now to none other than Partey. Partey's trying to play a little creative ball and behind, unsuccessful, and Bruno Fernandes picks the ball up. Bruno looking to play inside. Rashford on the ball now. Good step there. Arsenal are doing a really good job containing United. United's forwards, Rashford, Greenwood, are checking in right now. They're looking to both get on the ball, but Arsenal have done a good job denying the ball to their feet. And in my opinion, what United need to do, Arsenal are pressing very high on us. Let's hit the ball over the top a couple times to push Arsenal off us so we can play. Sivo says, I know it's early, but we look too strong for you guys. Sivo, I wouldn't say too strong. I'd say you're doing a good job initiating the press, and that's what I would have to say thus far. Saka working it well, takes a deflection off of McTominay. And guys, there's some really good young players starting this one. We have Bukayo Saka from Arsenal, the 18-year-old wonder kid, absolutely special. And then for United, we have the 19-year-old Mason Greenwood, surreal forward, and I think one of the best in the making. We have some really good young players, and I just keep your eyes on those two players going forward. Serenin says, come on, Arsenal. There's only one team in Manchester that can kick your ass. And it's going to be United's turn, and that's who it's going to be today, my guy. Ragnar says, Ronaldo back on track today. Yes, I heard he's back from COVID, and he scored as well. H. Huss says, can you say what minute and second? H. Huss, I am on 6 minutes and 17 seconds, exactly on that moment. But my stream is delayed. My stream is delayed like 7 or 8 seconds, just because that's the only way I can stream. So I would say try it like 8 or 7 seconds away. That ball was just headed out by Harry Maguire, out for another Arsenal corner kick here. And H. Huss, right as he kicks the ball, I will let you know so you can sync it up then. Yeah, but Bukayo Saka looking to deliver there. And it was a good ball, but well done by Maguire. Actually, De Gea was mad with Maguire because De Gea could have came and claimed, and he called Maguire off, and Maguire didn't trust De Gea. It's kind of bad there. Anyway, stepping up Willian, and he's just hit the corner right now. The delivery back post, cleared away by Maguire. Really well done there. Rashford trying to get on the end of it. Guys, Marcus Rashford is in red-hot form, and I would not be surprised if he scores today. I actually do think he likely will score. Ball in back post, headed away by McTominay. Coming to get on the ball now is Paul Pogba. I think the goal scorers today will be Mason Greenwood and Marcus Rashford for United. And then for Arsenal, I believe it will be... I think it'll be Aubameyang. We haven't seen him score a lot of goals yet, but he's a big game player, and I think he will step up today. That said, one player for Arsenal who has kind of struggled today, I mean, not today, but just more recently, would probably be, I would say probably Lacazette. You know, he's had a lot of clear-cut chances that he's missed this season. Little cheeky meg there from Rashford, and Sifo says, nah, if you meg our players, we will break your legs, says Sifo. Oi, who are you? Are you Jordan Pickford, mate? No, I'm just kidding. I've heard some kind of sad things about Pickford. I heard after the challenge on Van Dijk, he's actually had to get security. Someone said this in the Discord. I'm not sure if this is absolutely true, but a lot of people were saying, yeah, he had to up his security because he's getting threats to his family, and that's just very sad. And you know, I hope that situation gets resolved. Ball played out wide now to Luke Shaw, who looks to play inside. Rippo is here. Welcome, Rippo. He says, hey, Fergie, my prediction for the game is 2-1 to Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah. Rippo, I think it's going to be a close one. I think for me, so what I did basically for my prediction videos, I said 1-1. Of course, as a United fan, I'm going to hope for a 2-1, but I really do think it could go either way. But of course, I'm hopeful for a 2-1 United win, Rippo, so I'm going to have to go against you on that one. H. Huss says, what state you and I live in? Massachusetts, mate, right now, but I'm from California, just out here for university. How about yourself, mate, if you don't mind me asking? On the ball here is Paul Pogba. Plays it back now to none other than Harry Maguire. Out wide to Fred now on the ball. Guys, Fred has been in some really good form. So has McTominay. It's really good to see them stepping up this year and I think taking a bigger role. You know, I think both of them are very much confidence players. And when they're playing well and they have some confidence, they can be quite good. On the ball now is Maguire. Maguire pushing the ball now. He's going to go all the way back to David De Gea, who, on top of that, has been absolutely great. H. Huss is from Cincinnati. Very cool, mate. Very cool. Rippo says Fred is playing like prime Makalele. I don't know about that, mate. I don't know if I go that far. But yeah, he has been decent. My only quarry with Fred and my only issue with him recently has been sometimes when he drops deep to get on the ball, he's a bit... He gives it a little too easily, if that makes sense. On the ball now is Tierney. Guys, I love Kieran Tierney. You know that. Absolute class player. I wish United had signed him. I think that would have been the perfect signing for us. I know United were linked to him, but Arsenal came in, swooped in. Fair play. Good step there. Really good step there from McTominay. Driving forward. Ball in by McTominay. I don't know. I don't know, Sifo, if Partey's dominating the midfield right now. That was a good tackle there from him, though, I must admit. Really good touch past Fred. Driving forward, looking to find none other than Bukayo Saka, who plays out wide to Aubameyang. Aubameyang looking to play inside now. Opportunity for Arsenal. Good opportunity there. Really well worked by Partey right as we talk about him. Aran is here. Welcome, Aran. Thanks for tuning in, mate. It's great to have you here, Aran. It's been a little while, mate. And yeah, it's good to see you again. He says advance Arsenal. So a lot of Arsenal fans today, guys. But, you know, I'm going to have to be sticking with my side, United. Anyways, though, I appreciate everyone joining. If you are enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of 2020. So that would be absolutely great. And I would appreciate it if you guys, yeah, smash the like button, aiming for 30 likes. Ball out wide now. Trying to get on the end of it is Kieran Tierney. Guys, that's a thing we haven't seen a lot from Kieran Tierney. And guys, you must understand this. I watched him play in the SPFL. I watched tons of highlights before he was signed by any Premier League side. And I was watching him play. And guys, what we have not seen, the way Arteta has chosen to utilize him, is more of as a defensive player. But he has some really good pace. And going forward, he can be very good. And he almost got past one of the best right backs in the Premier League in terms of defensively, Aaron Wan-Bissaka there. And Wan-Bissaka's pace just got him back in there. But trust me, Tierney going forward is really good. Corner kick here. Headed away by Maguire. Bruno's challenging for the second ball. Shot. Ball out wide now to Willian. Guys, so far I think it's been quite an even match. But in a couple minutes I'll pull up some statistics and we can look them over just to kind of, I think sometimes just make sure that we're staying unbiased and that, you know, I'm on point with everything. Neither side really creating loads of chances. Neither side really... I mean, if you're an Arsenal fan right now, like Sifo, you're going to say you guys are forcing passes, lack of composure. And I think just generally, Sifo, I'll be real. I don't think United are very good in possession. I think we've seen it against Leipzig. At times, careless with the ball, giving it away in the midfield. That said, if we get the counterattack going, I think that could be a long day for you guys. But, yeah, I would agree right now. We're not keeping onto the ball as well as we should. But that said, I think Arsenal's doing a good job keeping on the ball. But where are they creating chances from that? And they're not. And that's part of the issue, right? You can keep the ball, but if you're not creating anything from it, like, you get me. So, let's see what other people are saying. H. Huss says, I'm a neutral. Very cool, H. Huss. Rippo says, Fergie, I watched your DKM interview from a while back. Do you make videos with him, and are you going to make another video with him? He's my YouTube inspiration. Rippo, mate, I haven't made a video with him. I keep in contact with him, but not that regularly right now. He's kind of focused on the basketball side. I'm focused on the football side, but definitely someone who's been an inspiration to me and who's shown support and been giving me some really good tips as well. So yeah, honestly, he is on Instagram. I would reach out to him and just say, hey, he's super nice, and I'm not sure like what his availability is and everything, but just reach out and just say, hey, like I'm really interested in what you do, and just connect with him. I think he's a really good resource, super nice guy, and yeah, seriously, reach out to him. He's on Instagram, and after the live stream, I can share that with you. Serenin says, H. Huss says, I'm going with 1-0 Arsenal, Tyranny in the 87th minute. Wow, that would be absolutely crazy, H. Huss. 87th minute winner from Arsenal. I see someone scoring before that, though, today, guys. I think both teams have started out pretty lively, and it wouldn't surprise me. Thomas Partey has been pretty good, though, I must admit, so far. Ball played out wide now to none other than Hector Bellerin. So, Renan, what are your thoughts on Ajax in the Champions League? I want to get your thoughts. I'm not sure who they played this past week, but let me know. Sivo says, oof, we're knocking at the door. I'm predicting an Arsenal goal soon. On the ball here is El Neni. United, though, are being very robust in our shape. We're doing a good job. Bellerin stepping out. Low cross. Oh, my goodness. Arsenal have almost scored there. Aubameyang sliding on the back post just to get on the end of it. Very, very impressive stuff there. Holy. Really, really good ball there. Ball played out wide to Bellerin, and it was good creativity from Arsenal. United's defense just get caught a little ball drawn there, and Aubameyang's free on the back post, but the ball's just been played past him. But yeah, good start from Arsenal, I must admit. HS says, sorry to keep asking, but I keep going on new streams. What time are you on? I am on 14 minutes and 14 seconds, HS. So yeah. And guys, if you are enjoying the live stream thus far, smash the like button. If you're new here, subscribe as well. We just hit 10 likes. That means a sip of water. I appreciate it, everyone. And yeah, let me know kind of your thoughts on the match and how you see this one playing out. Ball play forward now. Challenging for the ball are United, and winning it back is Bruno Fernandes, who plays it all the way back now. Ball played to none other than Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and Wan-Bissaka's on the ball, going to pick up and find Bruno. Bruno looking to play it. Challenging for the ball now is none other than Paul Pogba, and Pogba's going to play it to none other than there's a player down for United here. Who's down for United? It's Marcus Rashford holding his head. I think he should be all right, though. Sifo says United can't get in our half, but Sifo, we're in your half right now, mate. We've got the ball in your half right now, mate. H. Huss, just to clarify, what you can do is you can go back if you double tap back, then you can line up my stream if I'm ahead with you. Or he says I'll come back at halftime. No worries, whatever you want to do, mate. But I appreciate you stopping by and showing some support. So thank you, mate. Rippo says, do you think Bruno should play a deeper role in the midfield? No, I don't. I think he's the creative piece that really allows us to unlock going forward. So no, I think him playing higher up is better, and let players like McTominay, like Fred, even Pogba kind of occupy those deeper spaces. We want Bruno in and around the goal, because whenever he's in and around the goal, there's stuff happening. Let's see what other people are saying. Yusuf, my guy, he says United not started well. Arsenal are pressing really well. Yeah, they are. What United should do, though, Yusuf, in my opinion, is we should look to utilize a little bit more of the long ball. Let's use the long ball to push Arsenal off of us. Is what I would say. We need Rashford and we need Greenwood to stay a little higher. They're checking so deep, and it's just we need to stretch the pitch a bit. In my opinion. Good ball into Pogba there. United are trying to play to beat the press, but that's not going to work for us. We're not that good in possession. So what we really need to do is just hit the ball long a couple times, push Arsenal off of us, and then acquire space that way. On the ball here, Bruno Fernandes out wide. Bruno driving forward. Looking to find Greenwood. Greenwood's potentially in behind here. Mason Greenwood creating. Can he do something here? Gabriel Magalhaes does well to get it back in, though. Out wide now. I think he's been called offside as well, potentially. Let's wait and see what the referee says. But while I wait, yeah, it is an offside. Serenin says we're playing good. We're only losing to ourselves every game. Against Liverpool, we dominate but can't finish our chances. Against Atalanta, we're 2-0 up but keep attacking with our center backs. Yeah, Serenin, I mean, just from glimpses I've caught watching highlights, I haven't watched the full game, but you guys do have a very good team. And I'm curious how far you think Ajax could go in the Champions League. And, like, a realistic, of course I know you back Ajax all the way, and you're probably going to say, yeah, I see them winning it. But, like, what realistically, how far do you think they can go? Let me know, Serenin. Arant says, if United plays good today, McTominay will be crucial. Yes, Arant. I do agree with you. I think McTominay can do a really good job just protecting the back line for United, and he's just a force, like he's just does the gritty work that a lot of midfielders don't do. We have Pogba's, we have the Brunos, who are the creatives, and McTominay's that balance, and Fred, who's on the ball. McTominay's just a gritty midfielder who just gets work done, and you either love him or you hate him, and I really do like the role he plays. Saif says, hello, my brother. How are we doing, Saif? I appreciate you tuning in, mate. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, who are you rooting for today, Saif? Who do you want to win? And, like, how do you see this match playing out? Let me know your score prediction, and also smash the like button as well. Arant says, 1 shot from Arsenal, 0 from Man United, 18th minute. Yes, that is spot on, Arant. And, yeah, there's not really been that much going on in terms of chances created, and that's why, as a United fan, yes, Arsenal have probably started slightly better, but I'm not that concerned. Let's see what other people are saying. Serenin thinks they'll be champions. Realistically, though, I think because there's not one clear favorite this year, we can make a good run, maybe to the half or even finals. Fair enough, Serenin. Fair enough. I do agree. I think the favorites this year are Bayern, but, like, for me, I was talking about this with a friend. If United drop Barcelona, as a United fan, I'm not scared. If we drop Real Madrid, I'm not scared. Like, those are winnable games now, as opposed to years past where it's like, oh, that's basically a death sentence. It's like Real Madrid, Barcelona, You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not any team other than Bayern Munich that really scares me if we play well. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to people, or people, am I mad for that? Saif says, Man U is struggling in Old Trafford recently. Yeah, that's a good little insight there, Saif. I think part of it, though, is just, like, I think every team is not doing as well at home as they used to because there's no fans. There's no one pushing them on. I think, seriously, having that atmosphere environment makes such a big difference. All right, challenging for the ball, Lacazette and Fred, and winning the ball there is Maguire. Maguire's going to look to play it out wide now to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's gotten on the end of the ball. And, yeah, let's see what other teams are doing. They're looking to play it forward to none other than Bukayo Saka, who looks to play it back now, and they're just being patient here, moving it, circulating the ball. And, yeah, good stuff early here from both sides. Arsenal in particular, though, are controlling the game a little more than United are, and I think fair play. Sifo, who do you think the key players will be for you guys today if you're still here? I'd love to get your thoughts on that. And who do you think the goal scorers will be? Guys, I'm also curious what people's thoughts are on Arteta. I really do rate Arteta. That said, I think some fans are getting a little ahead of themselves. But I think he's a really good manager. And, yeah, I think it's the perfect manager for Arsenal. Driving forward now is Kieran Tierney. Looking to play out wide now to Bukayo Saka. Saka driving forward. Tierney calling for the ball back, and he's going to get it here. He's probably going to look to deliver here. Tierney with a bit of space. Good delivery by Tierney. Oh, what a ball. He put it right on Willian's head, but Willian couldn't quite direct it to goal. Serenin says, exactly, we can win from every team. I would almost be glad to drive Bayern. Ooh, okay. Serenin, the one team I don't think that everyone can beat is Bayern. Everyone other than Bayern, I think, is fine. But for me, Bayern Munich is the favorites by far. But, I mean, with regards to Barcelona or Real Madrid, I think Ajax could definitely get past both those teams. I think it would be close, but I think that's definitely a possibility. Whereas in years past, it felt like, you get a draw then it's not going to happen. All right, here we go. Rashford driving forward now. Rashford, ball in behind. Really good ball. Shot, deflection. It's going to go out for a corner kick. Yusuf says, Aiden, you keep falling down the FPL table. Can you keep your job? Yusuf, I don't think so, I really don't think so. It's not a great situation going on with my FPL team. We are sliding down the table here, and it's part of my player. Like I pick players who are injured or for some reason can't make it, can't start or the manager doesn't choose them to start. So that's kind of my problem. Delivery here, corner kick, gone away. Driving forward, Willian. Good foul there by Fred. It's going to be a free kick for Arsenal. And a yellow card given to Fred there. Fair enough. He stopped the counter-attack. So Yusuf, no, I don't think I can keep my job if it keeps on going like this. You know, I started off so well, and it's been a couple shocking weeks. I think my team's good as well, which is the frustrating part. That said, I haven't had my heavy hitters play this week. No Son, no Kane, and no Vardy yet. So I'm hopeful, and Lamptey as well. Sifo's happy with that. Sifo, I don't know if you heard my question prior, but I'm curious as to who you think will be the key players for Arsenal today, and I guess the goal scorers as well. Let me know down below. Guys, I think a player that's kind of big for Arsenal and that they're missing is none other than David Luiz, and I think he's played really well. He just helps to dictate the way they play, and I think guys, it's so crazy how I think what we've learned with Arsenal is it's all about your mindset and your coach when it comes to defense, right? Like under Emery, we thought, you know, these defenders are terrible. These defenders are shocking, and they've turned out to be all very solid. It just came down to what was the team's mindset, what was their motivation, and under Arteta, it's become defense first, and we've seen it, and now they can really defend well. And look, the press they're initiating today is very impressive. Good win by Saka off Aaron Wan-Bissaka there. Wan-Bissaka does well to get back in. Foul! Oh, I don't know about that one. I do not know about that one. I mean, that's shocking there. Absolutely shocking there from the referee. No foul there. I don't think that was a foul on Saka. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts, though. But this is going to be a free kick for Arsenal in a very dangerous area. Sifo says Saka will be key for us today. He's making Aaron Wan-Bissaka look like a child. Again, Sifo, I think he could be key for you guys. I don't know about making Aaron Wan-Bissaka look like a child. I think that was a good tackle there from Wan-Bissaka. And, yeah, Wan-Bissaka recently has been one of the best defensive right backs in the Premier League. So, United set up a wall here. Very strange area to do so. But, yeah, Saif says your FPL strikers are too good. I appreciate that, Saif. I appreciate that. Saif, where are you sitting in the table right now? I'll probably pull it up at halftime, but just let me know. Joseph says, have my thesis submission tomorrow. Thanks for the commentary. Hope I don't put in your words for my thesis. Very funny. Hey, mate, I got my own. Thesis is a big thing, Joseph, but I'm working on a 5-page essay later today, so I feel it on that school grind right now. Really good tackle there by Kieran Tierney. Going to pop out for a United throw on the left-hand side of the pitch. Let's see what other people are saying. Pogba went down there. A yellow card's going to be given to one of the Arsenal players, I believe. I didn't see it exactly because I was reading Joseph's comment, but yeah. And guys, if you're just tuning in like Joseph or others, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We're aiming for 3K subscribers by the end of 2020, and yeah, 30 likes on today's stream. Yeah, that's Sifo. That's definitely a yellow card. If you see that, I don't know. Maybe you change your mind after seeing that slow-mo, but he's gotten rid of the ball, and Holding's just kicked right through Pogba's ankle. That's a yellow card for me 100%. And it was in transition as well. On the ball here is none other than Maguire. He's looking to play long into Bruno Fernandes. Bruno here has a bit of pressure on him. I think he's been called offside, so he's going to let it roll. Let's see where I am in the FPL table, guys. Guys, also make sure to go check out the new podcast on Spotify that was released yesterday. I think it was a good episode, and yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Yeah, I've dropped to 20th in the table now, guys, and wow, I'm in the bottom half of the table. Very disappointing stuff for me, and I've really got to step it up. But hopefully, some of my forwards can do that for me in the next couple matches. You get me? Sifa says, yeah, it is a yellow. Fair enough. Aran says Aiden is gonna be sacked in the morning. Jeez, it feels like it. It feels like it. Hey, you know what? But I'm like Ole. You know, when things are going badly, I perform under the pressure. So that's what I'm talking about. Ball played now out wide to Bukayo Saka and driving at Aaron Wan-Bissaka here. Let's see what Bukayo Saka can do. If he can make him look like a child, like Sifo said. Really good pass by Bukayo Saka. Aubameyang there trying to be a bit fancy. Takes a deflection off Aubameyang, and it goes out for a throw-in on the right-hand side of the pitch. Gonna get a sip of water here, lads. I appreciate everyone supporting, showing some love to the live stream today. Really does mean a lot to me. And yeah, guys, plans for next week. Got some videos planned for you guys. No live stream midweek, unfortunately. But yeah, I got 2 videos planned for the week. So lots of stuff on the way. Aran says, "Who am I to talk?" Where's Aran? He's down in 26, so he's a little below me. But hey, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I respect it. Rashford there Yes, Gabrielle, keep Rashford like a bee on a buffalo's balls. Wow. Very nice analogy there, Sifo. He is tight on Rashford, and he's made it difficult. And like I said, every time those players, Greenwood, Rashford, check in, they're just putting a body on them. But you know what I think would be an interesting substitution then? Would be to put up Cavani in there, because you're not going to be able to just toss Cavani off the ball like that. So I think Cavani could be an interesting substitution for Greenwood potentially, depending on how the match progresses. All right, on the ball here is Aaron Wan-Bissaka over to McTominay now. Guys, it is absolutely pouring. It is pouring down at Old Trafford right now, our beautiful ground. And yeah, no fans in the stadium today, but I don't know how many fans would want to be in the stadium with that downpour of a rain. I'm sure hundreds of thousands would love to be there, including myself. But yeah, it's absolutely pouring. Your FPL is getting competitive week by week. Yeah, it totally is, Saif. It's a fun league, and the fact that we have over 30 people is really cool, something I find very, very exciting. So, all right, here is none other than Harry Maguire on the ball, who has, stepped up his play a little bit in recent weeks. I wouldn't say it's been great, but still decent. On the ball now is McTominay over to Lindelof. United got to get some creative here. Playing inside now, trying to do a little 1-2, but we just don't have anything. We cannot keep the ball to save our lives, and I wouldn't even say it's necessarily... I think Arsenal's doing a good job pressing. I want to be clear here, but at the same time, I would have to say United, too, are just like... it's unforced errors. It's literally some unforced errors. Like, we're passing it to Arsenal at times. So, yeah, I think it's a bit of poor on United and good press from Arsenal. All right, driving forward now. Ball played out wide. Ragnar says, you look like Charlie Sims in Scent of a Woman movie. I'm not familiar with that, mate, so I don't know the reference. But maybe I'll take a look at it at halftime and see. And if other people are familiar with it, let me know if that's on or not. I get Manuel Neuer a lot, mate, and I don't know if you see that, but let me know if you do. That's the one I get a ton from people. So ball played out to Fred now. Fred on the ball. He's going to look to play it inside to none other than Mason Greenwood, who's going to look to play it over to... none other than Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw plays it back inside. Guys, let's take a look at who's on the bench for both sides, because I want to think about what substitutions should be made. If you guys are managers, who are you thinking should come on in the second half? Foul there by, I believe, Aubameyang on Bruno. Yes, that is Bruno Fernandes down there. Aubameyang helps him up. Class act, Aubameyang. I really do love him. Great, great player. Oh, no, set pieces are dangerous. Yes, we do have... big old, as much as we want to mug off Harry Maguire, quite good on set pieces, very good in the air. Bruno Fernandes is standing over it. Substitutions-wise, I think, like I said, before the game, Cavani's one for sure. I'd say Van de Beek could be interesting too, and then the other one would be Matic. And then for Arsenal, I think substitutions-wise, Pepe could be interesting. Ball played in behind, headed away by Arsenal, really well taken care of. Luke Shaw on the ball, does well there. Plays it to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka now over to Bruno. Bruno's going to look to play it long again into Harry Maguire. Maguire challenging. Well done by Arsenal again, though, defensively. Partey has played quite well today, Partey has played quite well today, I must admit. And it frustrates me because my friend's been saying, he's been slagging off Pogba and bigging up Partey. But so far today, Partey has been better, I must admit. On the ball here is Willian. Willian's going to play it back now. Still, though, can Arsenal convert? That's my question. That is the big question for me, is can Arsenal actually convert their possession into real opportunities and chances? And so far, 30 minutes into the match, and we're looking at shots. We're talking United have more shots on target than Arsenal right now. So, just saying. It is interesting how it works. And possession-wise, yeah, I think Arsenal have been in more dangerous areas with their possession. United do have slightly more possession. It's even. It's basically 50-50. So, yeah, I'm not going to let this Arsenal... Okay, as a United fan, it's quite funny to have a chat that's like all Arsenal fans. It's pretty funny, Like I don't know. Is anyone in this chat supporting United right now? I know there's only 7 of us here, but I'm just curious to see if we have any United supporters here. I think it's all Arsenal, though. Will Xhaka walk in, says Iran. I don't think Xhaka will be subbed in today. I just don't see it happening. I mean, potentially, but I think Partey's having a good game, and with Partey, you don't really need them in the same side. Bro, from what I'm seeing in this game, Partey is clear of Pogba, especially from when Pogba is in this type of form. Nah, mate, don't use 30 minutes of football to justify that argument. I mean, if Pogba recently has been absolutely great against Leipzig, was brilliant. He's been playing some good football, so I would have to say that's not really fair. Okay, you can say this. Partey's been better this match. Saying he's clear of Pogba is a bit much for me. Let's see what others are saying. Joseph says Pepe, Ceballos, and Xhaka for Arsenal for sure to make the match more interesting in the second half. Yeah, Joseph, I think those are some good substitutions, especially the Pepe and Ceballos, just to add a bit of creativity going forward. Pepe, you add that pace. Ceballos is a creative type, and I think he could do well in there potentially. I think Ceballos for me is the substitution I'm looking probably for El Neni in the second half. Ragnar says, glory, glory, Man United. Come on, my guy. Erant says, you're saying, can Arsenal convert? Dude, you said preseason Ubba was the best striker. No, listen, Erant, just to clarify here. Yes, Ubba is the best striker, I think, in the Premier League, but he hasn't been playing like it recently. I mean, if you look at the amount of goals he scored and the amount of games, he has not been playing like it. And then, on top of that, I just want to be clear. With this, right? Is that Arsenal right now, the reason why Aubameyang and Lacazette haven't had a lot of opportunities necessarily, especially Aubameyang, and it's because they have possession of the ball, but in the final third, they don't have the creativity to create these clear-cut chances for Aubameyang, and it's been very difficult for him. He doesn't have anyone supplying him to good areas, is what I would say. And that's why I'm saying, but that's what I mean by can convert. I think if Aubameyang can get into those areas, he can convert, but no one's helping him get into those areas. If that makes sense, you can clarify for me. Rich says boring game so far, but good opening. Yeah, Rich, I think it'll leave us with a very exciting second half. I think there's going to be, both teams have at times, they started off both trying to go at each other. Now it's become a little more passive. But it's because both teams are sitting in a mid-block right now. Both teams are sitting in a mid-block. So it's hard to break down. And Arsenal are probably doing a little better job. But again, they don't have a shot on target. United only have one shot on target. So far, neither team is really neither team is willing to take the risk. And I think that's a flaw with both of these teams. I think the team that goes on and says, I'm going to take a risk. The manager that says, you know what, let's make the substitution. I'm going to take a risk and we're going to go at them. I think will be the successful manager today. All right. Joseph says, haha, that's because you are being fair to both clubs and I love it so far. That's what commentary is for. I appreciate that, Joseph. I try and do a good job being unbiased, covering both sides because I do want to do professional commentary. And I know I just can't rant on about how great United are all day. But yeah, I appreciate the kind words, Joseph, and hopefully you stick around. Ball was played in behind there for Aubameyang, but Aubameyang took a touch off his left foot, went too long, and it's going to go out for United goal kick there. A good creative ball there from Willian, though, and I like it. Took, I think, a little touch off of Lindelof onto Aubameyang, so I think he kind of missed it because of that reason. Having a non-United chat gives you something to talk about, says Aran. No, I do like it. I genuinely do like that there are Arsenal fans in here because I think it makes for a more fun environment when we can actually have a realistic debate. And, people don't take what I say about Arsenal the wrong way. I don't take what people say about United the wrong way, so it's very good. Let's see what others are saying. I know Sifa says, okay, so when we win this game, will you say that Partey is clear of Pogba? No, I will not, Sifa. No, I will not. Too many people, in my opinion, disrespect Paul Pogba, and I'm going to be clear here. I think, we have to, if we look at stats, and I'm going to pull some up at halftime, because when Pogba is playing, United win more games and they get more points. That's just a fact of the matter. Absolute fact of the matter. So, okay, you know what? I'm fine with you saying Partey is better than Pogba. That is your opinion, but to say he's clear and that Pogba is, people say Pogba is shit, and I'm not having it. You get me? I'm not having that. The Son of Karma podcast says the passing has been horrific. Totally, mate. 100%. It's not been good. We need to do a better job taking care of the ball. Arsenal are doing an alright job, but still, in the final third could do better. United especially, though, need to do a better job. He says, loving the stream, Ferg. Yeah, I appreciate it so much, mate. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. Genuinely. It's great to have you here. And yeah, keep me updated with your thoughts on the match so far. Let's see what others are saying. Saish says Pogba is good, 100%. The True Line is back. Welcome back, mate. I appreciate you joining us. And yeah, so far, guys, for anyone that's wondering or asking, 36 minutes in, 0-0 still. Good little ball there. Arsenal here have a bit of space out wide. Out wide to Bellerin now. Bellerin trying to get off a cross. Back post. Aubameyang. It falls to him. Plays it across. Ooh, Lacazette swings and misses. Probably should have done better there. Sivo says no, that should have been 1-0. El Neni on the ball now. Looking to play forward to Willian. Good little creativity there from Arsenal, but they can't take care of it. De Gea now looking to hit it long and then clear the lines. United take care of it. Well done by United again. Arsenal, though, looking more dangerous again. So fair play to Arsenal. I would say, I'll be real. I think in the first half, I would say Arsenal have been the slightly better side, and I think that is very, very fair. But overall, I think it's been a very even game, and I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. Van de Beek needs to start, says the True Lion. You know what? I understand why people would feel that way, but I don't think it's a huge deal. I think, yes, Van de Beek could be an interesting substitution in the second half, but the needs to start, I don't know about that, right? Because other players have shown that they're playing well. I think Fred, McTominay have shown they're playing well. Yusuf says Thomas Partey is on fire. Yes, he is. This is the best I've seen him play since he's joined Arsenal. You know, the first couple of games took a little adjustment period, but he's starting to really light up today. Arsenal had a really good opportunity there. Lindelof just got a toe on it to clear it away from Lacazette. So very well done there. Sifo says your defense is shaking. Nah, mate, we're chilling. We're absolutely chilling, Sifo. We're absolutely chilling. But yeah, we need to do a better job going forward. That's something we haven't done. We got to take care of the ball, man. We've got to take care of the ball. Shot, opportunity. Good shot and opportunity there for Willian. We really do need to take care of the ball. This is problematic right here. I mean, it's like Lindelof, clear the ball, man. Clear the ball. That's really poor there from United. And Arsenal will capitalize if we continue to do this. Continue with this absolute nonsense. Off the crossbar there. Arsenal very close to scoring. That's the best opportunity of the match by far. So fair play to Arsenal there. And yeah, needs to be better. Absolutely needs to be better. There it is. Caps lock means banter, says Iran. Pogba is really good. No, Pogba. Hey, Iran. No. I didn't quite catch on to that initially, but no. Pogba is very good. And speaking of Paul Pogba, look at him go. Just absolutely cut past Thomas Partey. Switches the ball. Oh, but he gives it away. Yikes. Kieran Tierney, look at him fly at the pitch. You know what? I cannot wait for, I believe it is November the 12th. Scotland play Serbia in a one-off match for qualification to the Euros. And Kieran Tierney, I cannot wait to see him play for us. With, of course, Robertson, McGinn, and others. Hopefully we can take care of it. Serbia are a very good side, but you know, in a one-off match, anything is possible. All right, on the ball now is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Plays it back to David De Gea now. David De Gea on the ball. David De Gea looking to play it forward. On the ball here is Fred. Fred playing it forward to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford gives the ball away again. Come on, can we stretch the line? Why are we having Rashford check into the midfield? Okay, I'm getting a little annoyed now. Because why is Rashford and why is Rashford and Greenwood checking into the midfield? That is the stupidest, one of the stupidest things I have seen. Like, that makes no sense to me. Stretch the field with these lads. That's what, when Rashford is successful, it's because he's stretching the field. Ball and back post now. Gonna go out for a United goal kick there. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm getting a bit frustrated because it's been poor from United today. You know, I was holding my tongue for a little while now. It's genuinely been poor today. It needs to be better. It really does need to be better from United. Ole there sitting with not much expression, and I think we've gone maybe a little too defensive with the way we set up today, and we don't look comfortable playing with up front too. Sifo says you guys are a second half team though. Yeah, I think Sifo, it's more we're an unpredictable team. We're totally unpredictable. We could have a shit first half and the second half come out looking absolutely class, or we could have a great first half and look shit in the second half. Like, we're just unpredictable is what we are, and that's because we're inconsistent. That, to be clear, we are very, very inconsistent. You know, I think if we look at player for player, like, okay, Arsenal are a very good cohesive unit, but I think player for player in the Premier League, United could compete with anyone. Player for player, like, we have such talented players. It just, Ole is like hit or miss. Tactically, it's hit or miss. It's one game, it's brilliance. The next game, it's absolutely shocking. So it's very hit or miss from Ole, and we can't get a team with consistent performances, which is the most frustrating part for me. True Lion says Pogba is better than Partey, and I would, you know what, it's hard, it's definitely difficult. I think they're both very good players, and that's where I'm going to sit with it. To be fair, I haven't watched enough Partey outside the Premier League to really know. Like, I've seen him play at Atletico, but not enough. You know what I mean? I want to give it some time before I really mull it over, and I want to see if Pogba can find a bit of form at some point, because he hasn't been playing that great. Pogba on the ball here. Plays it out wide now. Yeah, Bruno hasn't had his match today. But you know what? If Bruno has a bad half of football, I can live with it. You know, he's done so much good stuff. Opportunity here for Rashford. Rashford playing it to Greenwood. Oh, it takes a deflection. I think he's been called offside there, Marcus Rashford. Rashford and the other forward should only go defensive late in the game, not before halftime. Yeah, I tend to agree with you there. Rashford there had a good opportunity. It may have been called for a handball. Guys, I have to say with Marcus Rashford, yeah, we just got to get him in the right positions. And right now, he's sitting a little too deep. We've got to get him more involved, and we've got to get him more opportunities on goal. He's a great finisher. Same with Greenwood. Great finishers, just need more opportunities. There's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and yeah, just interesting first half, though. I want to take a look, though, at Paul Pogba's kind of statistics at halftime, guys, and just kind of explain to you why Paul Pogba is to be honest with you, quite disrespected by a lot of Premier League fans. And I'm not saying people in the chat are disrespecting him. I'm not saying Arant or Sifo are being disrespectful. I just say Premier League fans generally are disrespectful of Paul Pogba because, you know what, I think he's the type of player, similar to Partey, guys, where he's not flashy. Like, he's not going to go score a bunch of goals or crazy assists or creativity that we've never seen before. Oh, good opportunity there for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka with the header. He headed it over the goal. Wow. Good opportunity there. Arant says, I remember Pogba at Juventus, those bangers making my head go down in devotion, says Arant. Yeah. He did have some class goals at Juve, I must admit. Nick says, hi. Welcome, Nick. Thank you for tuning in, mate. So far, we're watching Man United versus Arsenal. 43rd minute, still 0-0. Make sure you smash the like button, mate. We're trying to hit 30 likes on today's stream. And also, anyone else that is new, I know Nick has been here, subscribed to the channel for a while. Make sure to subscribe. On the ball here is none other than Victor Lindelof. Sifa says, bro, at Juve, Pogba was all those things. Goals galore, flashy dribbles, laser-guided passes. Yes, Sifo, I know at Juve he was, but he has a different role at United, and let's be 100% clear about that. He's played a completely different role at United. He's played as almost a defensive mid for a majority of his time at United. United playing that 4-2-3-1. He's been one of the more defensive midfield type players. So let's be clear. He's not playing that same position he was playing at Juve, and that's why people think he's been bad, because they're not seeing the flashy things that they used to see. But that's because his role has changed, and he does a very good job at what his role is. And it's not being flashy anymore. Now it's taking care of the ball, helping us to switch it, not like being a supportive, playing a little more defensively. I think we've seen Pogba do a lot of defending at United. So let's just be clear there. I think that's very important. And you'll see with the statistics I bring up at halftime how much he affects United when he's playing and when he is not. All right, on the ball here is Luke Shaw out wide. Luke Shaw into Bruno Fernandes. Bruno playing Pogba. However, Holding comes and wins the ball now. He's going to go all the way back. Pogba on the ball. Looking to find Fred. Now he's on the ball again, driving forward. The referee has blown for halftime, guys. I'm going to change the scoreboard here, and then let's get into it. I'm going to take a little look at the statistics. I want to get your guys' thoughts down below in the chat. And then what I want to do is I want to take a little look at Paul Pogba and kind of look at some other stuff going on. Nick, he says, what's your score predictions for Spurs versus Brighton? And I think I believe my prediction, Nick, on my video was a 3-1 Spurs win. I mean, you guys are playing really good, especially Kane and Son have been absolutely special. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was a 3-1 Spurs win. But yes, I definitely see Spurs winning the match. Yes, Arant, it is halftime now. And yeah, guys, do not go anywhere. I'm going to read some statistics off. First half, quite even, but I definitely give the edge to Arsenal. Edge to Arsenal going into halftime. United 1 shot, 1 on target, 47% possession. Arsenal 3 shots, none on target, but they did hit the crossbar, 53% possession. And yes, for me, the edge definitely goes to Arsenal. They had a good first half. Partey, in particular, so far has been absolutely brilliant, and I think he's really stepped up. That said, we haven't seen Lacazette get involved very much. We haven't seen Aubameyang get involved very much. We haven't seen much of Arsenal's attacking players really do bits, I would say. I think Willian's actually been quite good as well, but that's kind of my thoughts on it. As for United, we need to do a better job taking care of the ball. We're pissing the ball away. I would also say what we need to see from United would be would be Rashford and Greenwood getting in behind a little bit more. They're checking the ball every single time. It's very obvious. We need to stretch the line, and I would say stretch the line and put a little more pressure on Arsenal's back line. That way they give us more space to then play. We're trying to play in this very tight, congested space. Hit it long a couple times, back Arsenal off us, and then we'll be able to play more easily. You get me? Anyways, so I want to take a little look at Paul Pogba's statistics, guys. Manchester United without Paul Pogba, and I'm going to Google this right now, because I've done this before, and I know some good statistics that we should really be looking at here with regards to Paul Pogba. Because I think, I want to be clear. Right? Manchester United, right now, Pogba's not been great, but overall, United are a much better side with Paul Pogba. Liam Talks Football says we really should be winning. Yeah, Liam, I wouldn't say you guys deserve to be... Well, you've been the better side. You have been the better side, but I think you have to score the goals to put it away. And to be quite frank, you haven't really... You've had a couple good opportunities. The Willian shot was the best one of the match by far. But, you haven't had a ton of clear-cut opportunities, Liam. And that would be my kind of two cents on it and my take. But, yeah, I'd like to get your thoughts, Liam, more on the match. And also, smash the like button as well. He says... you have caused us some chances, etc. Greenwood. Liam, could you clarify that? I'm not sure quite what you meant by that, but you have caused us some chances. Just clarify that, Liam. I'm confused by what you mean by that. But anyways, guys, when Paul Pogba is playing, they have an average of 1.92 points per game, right? When he is not playing, this drops to, I believe it is 1.7 points per game. So they're definitely a worse team without him. And I think that's something that people don't realize is when Pogba's playing, they are a much, much better side. They score more. They're better defensively. Everything about them is much better. So just a little statistic that I thought was very interesting. And yeah, let's see what other people are saying. Joseph says, okay, TBH, I don't give... of course, I'm not even going to try and say El Iniesta. Well, I guess that's El Neni should come off to give way to Ceballos. So, okay, that's interesting. I think he should. I think Arsenal needs some... El Neni's good, don't get me wrong, but I think he adds that creativity, Ceballos, that El Neni... El Neni's like a box-to-box player, covers a lot of ground, quite a physical presence, quite a runner in the midfield, right? As opposed to Ceballos, who going forward, I think could add that final third ball that Arsenal are lacking right now to score a goal. Liam Talks Football says I meant EG instead of ETC autocorrect. Got it. Thank you for that, Liam Talks. Inside Arsenal says thoughts on the first half. You know what I'd have to say, Bo, is I would have to say this. I think in the first half, Arsenal have been the better side. I think not like by a long shot, but I think they've definitely been the better side in terms of you're getting the ball in more dangerous areas. The issue, again, with Arsenal is the creativity in the final third is lacking. You've had, I think, the best opportunity of the match with the shot by Willian, but overall, you're not able to turn this possession and this possession in advanced areas into any really consistent chances, and I think that's a major issue for Arsenal. I think if we're looking at United, it's quite clear that we're having issues taking care of the ball, and that, we're letting Arsenal, Bo, I have to say, is also doing a really good job initiating a press, right? They're doing an absolutely fantastic job of pressuring Manchester United. And I think that's very smart, right? Like, they're putting a lot of pressure. They're saying, yeah, try and play out under this press. And what United are doing, which is very stupid, is they're trying to play out. Instead of, maybe, you know what? If I'm United right now, if I'm a center back, hit the ball long a couple times. Push Arsenal off of us so then we can look to play. And that's kind of my thoughts on it. But Arsenal, press-wise, brilliant. Defense, brilliant. And going forward, just need a little more creativity. And this is where, okay, Bo, I know you're not going to like this, but this is where a player like Mesut Ozil could help Arsenal. And I think if that relationship wasn't so torn, this is where he could help Arsenal. But I also have to say, Bo, is that I think if Arsenal continue on like this and United continue on like this, a goal could come for Arsenal. That's kind of my thoughts. Liam Talk Football says, we need to be careful. Both center backs are on yellows. Yeah, Liam, that's a great point right there. And I wonder, yeah, they just have to be smart, right? And I think with the center backs you have right now, I'd say, you know, I think they're smart enough to take care of it. It just like holding Gabriel, yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned about them. I think like David Luiz, if he's on a yellow, maybe you'd be a little more concerned about that decision making. But the others, I think, should be all right. True Lions as well said, Aiden. I appreciate that. Rez says, yeah, that's how I feel right now as a United fan, Rez. It's just been a very first half. Like, it genuinely needs to be better from United. And I think some substitutions could help us here. And I think maybe reconfiguring our lineup could be interesting, like the formation we are playing. Because the two up top hasn't worked. The two up top has not worked. Because both Greenwood and both Rashford are checking into the ball. And Arsenal's center backs are doing a fantastic job of getting on their back and letting them know, you know, we're here. Like, you cannot turn. And every time Greenwood or Rashford check into the ball, they end up on the ground because they're either the ball's been either been kicked out underneath their feet or their legs have been kicked out from underneath them, and it's very smart from Arsenal center backs. So well done there. Gene, welcome, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts on the first half and any analysis. And yeah, anyone new here, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream and subscribe as well. Inside Arsenal says press was class in the first half. Nervous about holding in Gabriel on yellows. Think we'll get one or two more chances that we need to take. Otherwise, I'm nervous about United on the counter. Yeah, but the issue is United aren't even trying to counterattack right now. We're trying to break down Arsenal, and I think it's also the way Arsenal are defending and more of a low to mid block. I think, guys, this is a game though that we expected quite a bit from both sides. Is a passive game where neither team is really bringing it to the opposition, and I mean Arsenal are doing a better job of it. But then again, right, it's not been as eventful, I think, as just neutral fans as we would like. But yeah, as a United fan, it's not been a great start at all, and very frustrating stuff. Just because, you know, I think we've seen us play so well recently, but it's like teams that sit in cause us problems, and we don't have solutions for it. We are yet to figure out a solution for when teams sit in, and we have to try and break them down, which is very frustrating. Rez says, I took Bamford out last week for Wilson, and Bamford scored a hat-trick while Wilson scored none. So I put Bamford back in, and guess what? Wilson scored 2 goals. Rez, that is just absolutely fantasy football in a nutshell. You get me? Totally, mate. I did some stuff like that this week. Subbed in James. He was injured. You know, like, absolute mess for me. Iran says, Bo to PSG. Yes, throwback. Absolute throwback there, Iran. Very funny. Memories with you lot have been fun. Yes, that is absolutely hilarious, Iran. That's so funny that you do remember that. Mendham says, hey, Man United is not liking it so far, are they? Who do you think will win? Mendham. So my prediction, it was a 1-1 draw in my video, but of course as a United fan on the stream, I'm going to back a 2-1 United win. That said, I don't know if we're going to have that many goals in this one, you know. And also, Arsenal have been the better side so far, but I'm still very successful. Ragnar says, take a look on Charlie Sims' Scent of a Woman. You look so much like him. All right, I'll do that right now. I'll see. I'll take a look. Guys, if you are familiar with that character from that movie, let me know down below. I'm not familiar, but I like to see if people think I do look like that. Okay, I see it. I actually do see it, you know. I very much do see it, Ragnar, so fair enough. Yeah, I think you've done a good job there. You've done well. Mendy or Kepa, says Trueline. Mendy, and I think, guys, Mendy is an absolute steal. Mendy is an absolute steal. Very well done there from Chelsea. You know, I think it shows that oftentimes good scouting, good recruitment is a much more powerful tool than a lot of money, right? I think it's a great example, right? You spend so much money on Kepa, and, you know, it doesn't really do much for them, right? Kepa's been shit. And then you actually recruit, and you put a lot of focus and attention to see who you can get for a reasonable price, and you find Mendy, absolutely brilliant. Fair play to Chelsea. And yeah, H. Huss is back. Welcome, mate. What were your thoughts on that half? I'd be very curious to kind of get your thoughts. Arsenal really should be leading. Man United offered barely anything. H. Huss, I think that's maybe a little harsh, but I would say Arsenal have been the better side, and I'm willing to admit that. That said, guys, we've got to see if Aubameyang can kick it into gear here. He has not been good in the last couple. Basically, since the season has started, Aubameyang has not been great. And I think, you know, I'm a big fan of Aubameyang, but I think that's fair. How many goals has he scored? We'll take a look here. Let me pull that up. Aubameyang goals. Let's take a look here, guys. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, stats for the season. I want to see how many goals he scored this year, guys. He has scored 1 goal and he has 1 assist in 7 matches, so it really should get better from him. And I do expect him to kick it in eventually, but then again, for me, it's like I've said, where there's just a lack of creativity from Arsenal going forward, and I think that hurts Aubameyang. Let's see what others are saying. Serenin says, I'm back. How's the game going? Serenin, we're at halftime. It's 0-0. Arsenal have been the slightly better side for sure, but I think it could go either way in the second half, and it just depends how the teams come out right out the gate, and I think the first 10 minutes of the second half will be very, very telling. H. Huss says, Man United should get Dybala. Thoughts? You know, it's an interesting one, H. Huss, but I think right now, for the right price, I would definitely consider Dybala. It just depends on how much money we're talking, what other aspect. You know, if we're having to spend a ton of money on Dybala and then we can't go get a center back or we can't go get a central defensive midfielder, then I think that could be questionable. It just all depends on money, fit. I think there's a lot of factors to it, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. Serenin says, I don't think he would want to go to United. Serenin, I do kind of agree with that. I'm not sure if Dybala would want to play at Manchester United. I think that's a good point. So, yeah, kind of my 2 cents. Juventus aren't going to sell Dybala for under $60 million, and I think that's where it becomes a problem, you know. It's a lot of money. And, you know, I don't know. It's just, I think we're pretty good up top right now. I think the next area we need to address is the center back position for me. I want to get your guys' thoughts, though. United fans or Arsenal fans, what transfers are you guys going to be targeting? Arsenal fans, who do you think are you still got your heart set on Aouar? Who do you want to bring in as an Arsenal fan? Let me know. $40 million for Dybala is overpricing, says Iran. I don't know about that. It's hard to say. Dybala's been very good Dybala's been very, very good, you know, for Juventus. So it's hard, and I think the club has a fee of what they want to sell him for, and I don't think you can do. I think in this day and age, you know, United have tried to get teams to bargain with them, and teams aren't going to bargain, you know. That's a set price. If you want it, got to pay the price. Otherwise, you know, you're going to have to look elsewhere, and I think that's fair enough, right? Yusuf says, I would love for Cavani to get subbed on and score a goal. Yusuf, I think a substitution, you know, I think substituting Cavani on would be very good. The Arsenal center backs being very physical with Greenwood, with Martial, with Rashford. I think it would be very, very smart to try Cavani, and I think he would be the right player for this match. I really do think I would sub on Cavani for Greenwood in the second half. So, yeah, Yusuf, that would be absolutely class. Could you imagine game-winning goal against Arsenal for Cavani? Madness. H. Huss says, what's your thoughts on this Super League idea? H. Huss, it is an absolutely, you know, in concept, I think it's an interesting idea. But I have to say, for me, 100%, I'll be real with you, it's a terrible idea for like, football teams, you know? Like, if we're talking about the Super League idea, it's like the NFL. And it would kill off the Premier League, it'd kill off La Liga, kill off all the domestic leagues, as all the money would be pumped into one position. And who knows, right? They're talking about the top 4 clubs or whatever from each league. Who knows if a top 4 club will be the top 4 club in 10 years from now? So it's just a stupid idea, and I think the Champions League, they've already had the best way to go about that, and that is the Champions League, where we still have domestic competitions, but then the best in the world play in the Champions League. A European Super League would be absolutely, or whatever it's called, would be absolutely stupid. I would hate it. It would be a terrible idea, and it would kill football at the lower level. I mean, like the Championship, the Premier League, La Liga, all these leagues would just become absolutely irrelevant and be a very, very sad football world. It would become a lot like the NFL, where there's just being money the money is being pumped into the top elite clubs in the world, and everyone else is struggling and may have to even close. So, yeah, very, very sad if that were to happen, but I don't think it will. Let's see what others are saying. Mendon says, guys, like the video and sub. He really puts in hard effort, and let's get him to 100K before 2022. Mendon, I really do appreciate that, mate. Yeah, thank you so much for the support. Guys, make sure you do smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on today's stream. And also, if you are new to the channel, subscribe. We're aiming for 3K by the end of 2020. You know, it would be absolutely crazy if we had 100K by the end of 2022. But I'm not gonna, get too excited. But yeah, I appreciate everyone supporting. Got some more content on the way. Guys, the second half has kicked off now, so I'm going to change my scoreboard and let's get to it. I'll read a couple more comments off before we get into it. But yeah, second half is underway, so stay tuned, everyone. Here we go. Second half, Arsenal versus Manchester United at Old Trafford in the Premier League. Really big match. Still 0-0. Okay, let's see what others were saying in the chat right before. 60 million in 2016-2017 for Dybala would be it, says Aron. Yeah, that's a good point, Aron. You know, it's like time in his career where he's kind of what he's been doing recently. So good point. Serenin says, we're taking Upa and Kunde, though. You can go look somewhere else, says Serenin. Everyone wants Upa Meccano right now in European football, and he's going to cost a lot of money. All right, let's see what others are saying. You should have seen that Wenger said about this idea. Wenger said that rest of the league are jealous of how big gap is between them in the Premier League, and so the Super League is the idea of killing the Premier League. Yeah, it would kill the Premier League. 100% would kill the Premier League. It would be absolutely terrible for lower tier clubs, and yeah, it'd be really sad. So yeah, I really hope the Super League does not happen. Just be terrible for world football. Mendham says, I think Arsenal got this in the bag. 2-1. Fair enough, Mendham. Back to it. On the ball, Scott McTominay. McTominay looking to play it forward. Well defended there by Holding all the way back now to none other than Bernd Leno, who looks to play it forward. Challenging, though, are United, and they settle the ball. On the ball here is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. 46 minutes in, guys. 0-0 at Old Trafford, like I said. And here we go. On the ball again is Marcus Rashford. Rashford checking in, plays Aaron Wan-Bissaka, playing it across now. All the way over to none other than McTominay. McTominay plays it across to Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire looking to switch the point of attack now. Good ball by Harry Maguire. In behind now. Opportunity. Greenwood cutting onto his left foot. Mason Greenwood. Can he get a shot off here? Oh, he's got too many Arsenal players around him. Leaves it for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka deflection over the goal for a United goal kick. United have started good here in the second half, guys. Creating some opportunities early. Come on, United. This has Leicester versus Arsenal vibes. 100%. 100% Yusuf. It really does. It really does. Because Arsenal had a good first half against Leicester. Created some good chances. But then Leicester really came on to thrive in the second half. That said, I don't know if we have a Jamie Vardy on our bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, Vardy was the difference maker in that one. All right. Opportunity here. Header by Maguire. However, it's gone out for an Arsenal goal kick there. Maguire just not able to get the header in the... He wasn't really close enough to goal and didn't generate enough power there, in my opinion. Challenging there with El Neni. Got over El Neni. Just couldn't put the power and direction on it to put it in the back of the net. Serenin says, how's your FPL going? I'm on 35, I think. Oh, Serenin, let's not even mention it. I'm on 17, mate. I'm on 17. That said, I still have not had Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, Jamie Vardy, and Lamptey all play. So I think there could be an exciting bit. Some exciting stuff coming for my team. But, you know, it's not been great. It's not been great. James Rodriguez I started this week. There's some others, too, that shockers. On the ball now, Bruno Fernandes looking to play it down to Harry Maguire. Maguire's going to look to play it over to Fred. Fred on the ball, going to play it across now to none other than Victor Lindelof. Lindelof plays it out wide. Yusuf says, it's good that you're staying hydrated. Yes, Yusuf, make sure you're staying hydrated, mate. And yeah, guys, also make sure you check out the podcast, too, on Spotify. I know a couple of you have already listened to it, but yeah, I genuinely do recommend it. I think it's a good podcast that I do with my mate Inside Arsenal, who just popped onto the live stream. And yeah, I hope you guys do take the time to check it out. The link is in the description. So is the link to the Discord, which is like a WhatsApp group chat. It's a fun place to be in, and yeah, I recommend it. Anyways, back to the match. Let's get to it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka challenging there for the ball. Does a good job. Wan-Bissaka versus Saka is it's an exciting matchup. You have some really good young players. Saka, so skilled going forward. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, a really good 1v1 defender. It's a matchup to watch out for the second half if you're looking for some, for some entertainment. All right. On the ball here is none other than Harry Maguire. Maguire playing to the feet of Lindelof, who plays to Fred. Fred is under a lot of pressure, though. Finds none other than Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw to Maguire to David De Gea, who has to clear the lines. Guys, United are not doing a good job beating the press here. There's been a handball called on one of the Arsenal players. I think it was Holding. Had his hand up. It's going to be United ball. They're going to have a free kick. Wait, what? Has the foul been called on Paul Pogba? Are you actually serious? I got to watch that back, but that does not seem right to me. I thought it was a handball on Holding, who had his hand above Pogba's head and touched it, I believe. But maybe I seen it wrong. Mendham says, Yo, Yusuf says Pochettino is going to be a pundit here in the UK for Sky Sports on Monday. Very interesting, Yusuf. I really hope Pochettino does, consider a potential job at Manchester United. On the ball here is Thomas Partey, looking to switch the point of attack. However, the referee gets in the way of the ball. So the referee is just going to give a drop ball to give it back to Arsenal there. They were on the counter attack. Elneny and the referee are having a laugh there. So yeah, 50 minutes in, still 0-0, guys. Neither team really taking it to the opposition, but I'm expecting this game to eventually start to open up a little bit. And yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe as well. 3K subscribers by the end of 2020. So yeah, here we go. Ball played inside now. On the ball, Alexander Lacazette playing to Elneny. Elneny. Over to none other Bukayo Saka. Challenging for the ball is Mason Greenwood. Looking to switch the point of attack is Paul Pogba. Mendham says, I said, can you dab when Man United score a goal? Mendham, I cannot dab. I'm not going to do a dab on the live stream, mate. I apologize, mate, but that's just not me. That's not me. Anyways, on the ball now, it's going to be a United throw here for Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is going to look to throw it into the feet of one of the United players. Let's see who he chooses. Finds Rashford, who settles it down to Fred. Fred, however, loses his footing. Opportunity for Arsenal now. United are in a bad position here. Shot. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Arsenal could have definitely scored there. Jeez. It was Lacazette there, squaring across to Aubameyang. First time shot, and he just couldn't place it quite into the corner. I think he had a little more time than he realized, Aubameyang. Just tried to take it first time, whip it around Lindelof. May have just grazed off of Lindelof's bum there, and it goes out. But I think it's going to be a United goal kick, and yes, it is. United back on the ball. Arant says, have you heard of Attack of Titan? Arant, I have not. I'm not familiar with that. On the ball here is Paul Pogba out wide. Takes a deflection off Holding, going to be United thrown on the left-hand side. Phoenix compilations, my guy Kobe. Kobe says, don't dab, please. Kobe, don't worry, I will not be dabbing on the live stream. I will be celebrating a United goal, but I will not dab. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Serenin. That's just not me. You get me. On the ball here is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw looking to play it out wide to Paul Pogba. Just be a bit cringe if I dab. You get me. On the ball, Paul Pogba. Delivery. Headed away. Challenging for the ball now is Elneny. On the ball now is McTominay. McTominay all the way back now to none other than Lindelof. Lindelof looking to play it forward. Out to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw driving forward. Luke Shaw back to McTominay. McTominay, is he going to deliver? No, he keeps moving it. United here, guys, moving the ball up in more dangerous areas. Let's see if United can continue to expand on this. United on the ball. Lindelof. Maguire. Moving it. Come on. Let's see if they can create something. Let's see the creativity. Let's go, lads. Ball out wide now to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Arsenal just sitting in that mid-block. It's hard to break down for United, but let's see. Come on. Get Bruno on the ball in these tight spaces. Ball played forward. It's a terrible ball by Lindelof. Played right at Bruno's chest. Bruno can't control it. Arsenal win it back shortly, but give it right back to United. McTominay now playing it out wide. On the ball is Mason Greenwood. Greenwood playing inside. Finds McTominay. McTominay across to none other than Fred. Playing it across now to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw going to slot it back to none other than Fred. Fred picking out Bruno. Bruno combining with Greenwood. Rashford trying to get on the end of it. He's unable to do so. On the ball now, challenging is Pogba. Paul Pogba just heading the ball. That was so funny there. Pogba just heading it to himself like 3 or 4 times. Let's see what other people are saying. Serenin says, it's okay. We would never see you dab because United won't score. Serenin, whoa! Ron says, shots fired by Serenin. That was hilarious. Fair enough, Serenin. Fair enough. Yusuf says, does Ole know that he has options on the bench? We need to make some subs. Yeah. I expect if we don't make subs, Yusuf, by the 65th minute, I'm going to be quite concerned. I must admit. I think for me, I'm looking at Cavani is the first sub I'm looking to bring on probably. Free kick for United here on the left hand side of the pitch, won by Pogba, sending over to Bruno and Luke Shaw. I think Luke Shaw is going to take delivery back post. Harry Maguire opportunity shot. Oh my goodness, Maguire could have put that in the back of the net there. I mean, it wasn't an easy header to direct towards goal, but that was United's best opportunity of the match by far. Back post. He had it looping to the far post there. Greenwood, Rashford trying to get on the end of it. Oh, my goodness gracious. So close there to scoring. United players frustrated there, but big opportunity for Manchester United now. All right, here we go. Come on, United. Let's go, lads. I need a big performance here. 0-0 still. United games recently, like in the Premier League at least, have been very, very dull. Ball played forward now. On the ball is Lindelof. Lindelof going to look to play it forward. Out wide now. Back to Lindelof. Circulating the ball. On the ball, Harry Maguire. Maguire with a bit of space, a bit of time. He's going to look to get his head up. Spray it out wide now. Trying to keep it in there is, I believe that's Greenwood on the far side. Unsuccessful in doing so, though. And it's going to be an Arsenal throw in on the left-hand side of the pitch. Guys, we're 56 minutes in now. Still 0-0. It's pouring down at the field. Neither manager really making any changes here. On the ball is El Neni. El Neni. Arsenal trying to make something come. Ball played out wide. Back inside now. Just being patient here. Bellerin now. Looking to play it to Willian. Willian back to El Neni. McTominay there getting a bit rough. Stepping on El Neni late, but the referee just says play on. On the ball, Gabriel. Gabriel back across the holding. United games are always dull. If they would stop countering for once, says Serenin. Hey, the game against Leipzig was not dull, mate. The game against Leipzig was far from dull. Good tackle there by McTominay. McTominay using his size and strength, knowing what his strengths are. Good little bit of skill there from Pogba. Oh, he looks to play Rashford in behind, but no one's really running onto it. It was just played in the wrong place. But good bit of skill there from Pogba. Like to see that from him. Bit of creativity. Come on, Pogba. Guys, neither team really creating a load of chances. I'm gonna pull up some statistics, guys, on the first half, and let's take a look. And guys, if you are enjoying the live stream this far, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you could help us hit that number. And yeah, thank you to everyone supporting so far. Let's see some statistics. Manchester United versus Arsenal. Aubameyang here in a wide area, playing it to Bukayo Saka. Lays it off to none other than Thomas Partey. Partey plays Aubameyang in the wide area again. Looking to go at Aaron Wan-Bissaka here. Arsenal trying to create. They're in a dangerous area. United have to be careful. Out wide to Kieran Tierney. Cross. Deflection. Headed away by Luke Shaw. Well done by Shaw there. Second ball. McTominay challenges. Wins. Bruno now trying to get the third. However, Arsenal get it back. Tierney again. Kieran Tierney looking to find none other than Thomas Partey. Shot from range. Grabbed by David De Gea. Really well done there by De Gea. It was hit hard, but right at him. So far, guys, 4 shots for United, 1 on target, 49% possession. Arsenal, 5 shots, 1 on target, 51% possession. Guys, this would be a big 3 points for Manchester United, as currently we sit, we do have a game in hand on everyone, but we sit in 15th position, and we would remain there if we get a draw today. So it needs to be better. If we do get the win, though, if we do get 3 points, that would propel us actually, I think, above Arsenal in the table, and I think maybe potentially into the top half or very close to it with a game in hand. We must remember that. So a win today, I think, would be very big for United. Rashford trying to get on the end of this ball here, challenging with Gabriel Magalhaes. Does well there. Rashford megs him. Gabriel Magalhaes takes him down. Referee, is there not going to be a foul call for that? Are you actually serious, mate? Are you serious? No. How is there no foul there? Absolutely terrible decision by the referee. Rashford had megged him, and Gabriel Magalhaes just dragged into the ground. Absolutely ridiculous there. I'm fuming. I'm fuming right now. Come on. That should have been a foul, I think. Guys, let me know in the chat if you're able to watch the game. For those of you not, I don't think it should have. I do think it should have been a foul, and the referee did not give it. Playing on, though, are United now. Just keeping the ball, but it's not dangerous. It's not creating anything. It's just possession just for possession. Serenin says, wow, calm down. Remember to say neutral. No, mate, I stay neutral with the commentary, but that was just ridiculous in my opinion. That was definitely a foul there. Switching the point of attack now. Ball out wide now to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw on the ball. Looking to combine with Bruno. Little 1-2 there. Luke Shaw trying to get on the end of it. Cleared away, however, by none other than Bernd Leno. Challenging now will be Lacazette and Maguire. Maguire does well. However, Partey picks it up in the middle of the field. Plays it out wide to Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka driving forward now. 60 minutes in, still 0-0. You know, it's not been... Where's that extra bit of creativity from either side? Giving it away again are Arsenal. Now United give it away. Opportunity for Fred. Fred looking to play it forward to Rashford. Cleared away by none other than Holding. And challenging for the ball is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw plays it out wide to Maguire. Maguire now back to Rashford. Now back to Maguire. And it's just, I want some more from this game. Like, come on. I knew going into this one it would probably be a boring match, but I want more. I want more excitement. I want a little more energy. I want teams. Why are neither teams willing to take a risk? Like, they're that. Both teams lack the guts to go take a risk. They're too passive. They don't trust themselves, and it's just poor. You know, I think the team that does take the risk today would be the team that's successful. I think that I genuinely believe that. And neither team is willing to do it. Commit enough numbers going forward to break down the opposition defense. And at the end of the day, you're not going to win the game that way. Paul Pogba on the ball now. Opportunity for Pogba, trying to cut onto his right foot. One back by Thomas Partey, who's been brilliant today. Phoenix compilations. My guy Kobe says, this looks like a draw to me. I would agree, Kobe. I definitely would agree. Neither team is really stomping their foot down for authority. And yeah, it's been quite dull. Shredden says, nah, Arsenal will take it. Aran says, Man, you still have a chance. Oh, yeah, 100%. It's either team's game at this point. I mean, I think, to be honest, I don't know. I'm just a little annoyed. I just want a little more from both teams. You know, I want Arsenal to go at United. I want United to go at Arsenal, and may the best team win. Instead, we're just seeing some passive football. Matic is going to be our first substitution, and that... Are you serious, Ole? Come on. Like... I understand, yes, we need to make some substitutions, but how is Matic going to help us go forward more? That's more defensive. We're playing more defensive. What? Like, let's go at them. We've hardly created now chances. Why are we doing that? That's so stupid. It's so stupid in my opinion. Raymond is here, my guy Raymond. How are we doing? Srenan said, told you he would blank. He's referring to Ole and his substitutions. Raymond says, Aiden, hi Aiden. So far, I still believe we can win this. Raymond, I agree. I think we still can believe this. But these substitutions from Ole are kind of making me a bit nervous, you know. We are a team, right, that right now has been playing very defensive this game, very passive, not committing numbers forward. And the way he tries to answer that is by putting on a more defensive player. So it's just like, I want to see Cavani sub on. I want to see us go for it. I want to see Raymond. I want to see us push for this match. We've had some good results. Why not go for it? And if it bites us in the ass, whatever. But let's go for this one. Let's see if we can get the 3 points. You know what I'm saying, Raymond? And we've hardly created any chances. And we're just playing. I don't know. I've not been a big fan of how this match has been turning out, is what I'm saying, Raymond. I'd love to get your thoughts on it though. Aran says Arsenal can switch to attack easily and fast. Yes, but so can United, Aran. I think it's interesting, you know. Guys, if you are enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you could help support in that way. And also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe as well. So far, we're watching Manchester United versus Arsenal. We are 63 minutes and 30 seconds into the match, and it is still 0-0. I'm going to have a cheeky sip of water right now. Got to stay hydrated. Reminder to stay hydrated, and yeah, we'll continue watching this somewhat dull but big football match that we got on, and hopefully United can... Hopefully United can get more involved in the attack, you know. Same with Arsenal, though, too. I think they could be more involved as well. Aran says, Man, you cannot switch to attacks like they do with Ole sends in Matic. Aran, I would disagree with that because I don't think it's like Matic is going to be the player bringing the ball forward. He's just the defensive, like, security, I guess. My issue with Matic subbing on, though, is you already have McTominay. You get me? You already have McTominay on, and that's like this, bringing on a similar style of player. Pogba here with an opportunity. Good little 1-2 there, but he loses the ball. Now Arsenal can move in transition here. United are caught out. Arsenal driving forward. Bringing the ball forward is Willian. Opportunity. Ball played in to none other than Aubameyang. He's going to hold it up. Willian on the ball. United are going to get players behind the ball, and they're just going to look to bunker in here. But Willian's just going to try and maybe do a little 1-2. No, he decides to go back to Thomas Partey, who's been absolutely class today. Saka out wide. Tierney, cross, cleared away by De Gea. Arsenal guys are really putting on pressure. El Nani with a shot! Oh, it's been gone high and wide. I think it may have taken a deflection there. We'll have to wait and see. But, yeah, good stuff there from Arsenal in the counter, for sure. Let's see who else is here. Aram says Arsenal can switch from attack easily and fast. Man, you cannot switch to attacks like they do if Ole sent in Matic. Thomas says Cavani is warming up. Yes, I've seen that. Cavani is warming up. Hopefully, Thomas, we get to see a bit of Cavani, and yeah. If you're just joining the live stream like Thomas, guys, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes on the stream and subscribe if you are new. Where's Martial? I believe Martial is still serving that suspension, Kobe, for the red card against Spurs. So, Marcus Rashford looking to press and steal or pick the pocket of Rob Holding there, but unsuccessful. Gabriel Magalhaes now to none other than Thomas Partey. Guys, Partey has been brilliant today, I have to admit. On the ball here is Hector Bellerin back to Holding. Across now to El Neni. El Neni on the ball here. He's going to look to play it out wide to Kieran Tierney. Partey is a beast, says Thomas. Yeah, 100%. The way he's just like a true box-to-box midfielder, and I think we're getting to see it today. The way he transitions from the defense to attack is impressive. He's so good defensively, and then once he wins the ball, he's good enough to drive forward with it and start the attack for his team, and it's impressive. You know, he's like an 8. He's a box-to-box 8. It's something that Arsenal really needed. Now I think the final piece that Arsenal are really missing for me, well, I think there's 2 pieces. I know Lacazette's good, guys, but I think they could use a better striker, or sell Lacazette, move Aubameyang to striker, where he naturally plays, and then get another winger. And I think the other place would be, the main place for me, for Arsenal, would be attacking midfield. They have all this possession right now. They're deep into United's half. They don't have the creative type, like an Ozil, to make it happen, you know? Like, they need someone who can break down this United team and add the creativity in the final third to make opportunities for Aubameyang, for Lacazette. And right now they don't have that. And you know, like, I'm just saying, I don't think, obviously, with all the situation that's happened with Ozil, yes, of course, it makes sense why he's dropped. But, like, you need an Ozil type to create that for them. And I think that's what, if they can get Aouar in the summer or this winter, that would be a huge signing for them. All right. Trying to go 1v1 is Willian now. Looking to play him behind. Pogba challenging. Oh, no. Potential penalty shout there. Paul Pogba's clipped the ankle of Hector Bellerin. No. Guys, a penalty's been given now for Arsenal. Hector Bellerin there has been fouled by Paul Pogba. Oh, fuck. Willian there. Good ball in behind. Pogba there just getting a little too eager. Wait, I want to see this back. I want to see this back now in slow-mo. Wait up. Oh, he's barely clipped him, you know. He's barely clipped him. Oh, my goodness. Come on. He's not even... Has he even touched him? Has he even touched him, you know? What do you guys think in the live chat? I want to hear penalty or not, guys. In the live chat, what are your thoughts? It's been given. I just don't know. It's a little soft. It is a little soft. And you know what? If I was a United fan, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd probably be totally behind it. If this was for United, I'd probably be totally behind it. But it feels a bit soft, you know? I mean, it definitely, it's a bit soft, but it probably is a foul. Stepping up is Aubameyang. Come on, David De Gea. Let's see it, mate. Aubameyang stepping up for Arsenal, guys. 68 minutes in the Premier League. Man United versus Arsenal. Aubameyang steps up. Aubameyang scores. 1-0 Arsenal. Oh, my goodness. That's so frustrating. Aubameyang doing a little... Okay, I must admire Aubameyang's celebration there. It's quite class. But, guys, I'm frustrated right now. It's just... He stepped on him with momentum. Yeah, guys, it's important to remember when we do see the slow-mo that it's like, it makes it look like stuff isn't as impactful as it is, but at full speed, when someone's kind of tripping you from behind or stepping on you just slightly enough, it can actually throw you off. And it's just Pogba there getting too eager to step in, probably not the smartest decision. It's not like, to be honest with you, for me personally, I don't feel like, let me change the scoreboard here. I don't feel like, what was I going to say? Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I don't feel like Pogba needed to step in like that. You know, although he was in the box, Bellerin was nowhere near goal. It wasn't a dangerous area. It was just a bad decision by Paul Pogba is what it comes down to. So now United are down 1-0, and let's get these substitutions moving, Ole. We're in the 70th minute, mate. Let's bring Cavani on now. Because whatever is going on up top is not working. Come on. Let's get these substitutions moving, mate, is what I would have to say. I think it's a little soft of a penalty, but then again, whatever, I guess. It is what it is at this point. I'm not going to be on some crazy rant, some stupid rant, but yeah, I think it's a bit soft, but I can see why it was given, is kind of what I would have to say. Joseph says, big Arsenal fan here, but Mike Dean giving Arsenal penalty is a surprise, and that doesn't seem to be a penalty. Yeah. I'd love to get the thoughts of the people in the studio right now, the game I'm watching. Of course, I don't have the volume going on because I am doing commentary for you guys. But I would have to say, from my own vantage point, it's like 50-50, you know. Like, I just don't... So when I seen it live, I thought, yeah, that's a penalty. When I seen it in slow-mo, did he really step on him? I just don't know. Okay, come on, United. Let's drive forward. Let's equalize. Marcus Rashford looking to play Bruno Fernandes out wide now. Bruno Fernandes going to go 1v1 with Holding here. Driving forward. Bruno Fernandes. Siffo's back. Sifo is back. Delivery. Luke Shaw into the box. Headed away by Arsenal's defense. McTominay on the ball now. Come on, United. Come on, United. Greenwood trying to get on the end of it. Good tackle there by Greenwood. Referee calls a foul there. He's going to be given a yellow card for the tackle on Lacazette. I got to see this one back. Sifo, I want to get your thoughts. Was that a penalty? Sifo, my kind of thoughts on it is I understand why the penalty was given. I just thought it was a bit soft there. Give me your 2 cents, though, Sifo. I'd like to hear it. Sliding in there. I don't know about that. The tackle from Greenwood, a bit rash. I can see why it's given. 71 minutes in, though. Ole, let's get this going. Like, let's get these substitutions moving, mate. Come on now. Like how much... If you're going to give Cavani, like, 3 minutes to do something, it's not going to work. Like, come on. I think Arsenal are deserving of a goal. But it's just, like, I just don't think it's been a masterclass from Arsenal either. I think it's been a solid performance, but nothing special in my opinion. Sidbo says, soft foul, but still a foul. So, that's... I don't know. I probably am gonna go that route too. I think it's soft, but it's probably still a penalty. But it's just a frustrating penalty to give up. I think it was just a bad decision there from Pogba. This is not an Arteta masterclass, Sifo. It's not an Arteta masterclass. United, if it ends up like this, United beat themselves is what it comes down to. To call this our Arteta masterclass is just a bit, I think, delusional. And that's a bit harsh. I disagree is what I would say. It's a good performance. Van de Beek's warming up, guys. Van de Beek's just about to sub on now. Come on, Donny Van de Beek. Let's go. Let's see if he can add some sort of impact here. Also, Cavani is subbing on now, too. Guys, let's see these substitutions. That's the thing with United now is we have a bit of depth. We have some good players who can sub on here. Joseph says, I mean, this is the fixture I grew watching up. Vieira and Keane going for each other's heads. A soft pen like that? No. Fair point there, Joseph. I know you are an Arsenal fan, so I do appreciate you kind of looking at the other side of it and understanding why a United fan may feel frustrated with it. So, good little thought there, Joseph. That's an interesting perspective for sure. Bring on Cavani and Van de Beek, says Yusuf. Come on, Yusuf. Yeah, I'm really hoping this club can beat last season's Champions League semifinalists and finalists and then lose to a club like Arsenal. Yusuf, I don't disrespect Arsenal, though, too much there. This is a solid Arsenal team. I want to be clear with you. Mikel Arteta is a very good manager. Arsenal's got some very good players, but they haven't been playing that great recently. So, yeah. It's all about, for me, about United is teams, like... Oh, really good skill there from Greenwood. That's got to be a foul. That's got to be a foul then. Yeah, that better be a foul there. Greenwood, great bit of skill there on Gabriel Magalhaes. Nutmeg there. That was nasty, you know. That was nasty, you know. Jeez, absolute class. We're gargantuan, better than PSG and energy drink FC Leipzig, says Sifo. Yeah, I think right now what United fans are feeling is not like... I think Arsenal are a good club. I think we're just annoyed because we know we can play better than this, right? Like, for me personally, I'm a bit mad because it's like, you know what this really shows me more than anything is that right now at Manchester United, we are very good when we play against big clubs who are going to dominate possession and go after us. However, with Arsenal, they've sat in a low block today or mid to low block, not really been that assertive, been quite passive like us, and we can't beat that because we rely so heavily on the counterattack. And it's just concerning. Matic here. Delivery, but it pops out to Matic. Matic trying to go at Aubameyang here, and I don't know what he's quite trying to do here. Aubameyang, good defending there. It's going to pop out for United throw. Yeah, it's just frustrating. Really frustrating. So Van de Beek, I believe, has come on for Bruno. Really weird decision this, you know. Like, Bruno hasn't had the best day, and Bruno may be a little... But Bruno didn't even play in the last Champions League match. Like, he subbed on late, but I just don't understand that. Bruno's the one player who could create the creativity. This is where, like, if the reason for signing Van de Beek was to be Bruno's backup or Bruno's replacement, that's a stupid signing. Like, I feel Van de Beek's much more than that, and I think Bruno should pretty much in these type of matches, in these situations, should always be on the pitch for United. He's what makes us tick, you know? On the ball here is Matic. Arsenal just played over to Maguire. Maguire just lofted it into the... I mean, that one's going into the fucking stratosphere, mate. Maguire has lofted that one. I don't know what he's thinking shooting from that kind of range. And Nketiah will be subbing on now, I believe, for Lacazette here. I think that's a smart move by Arsenal. Getting Nketiah some minutes. Sub off Lacazette. Lacazette's pissed off, though, you know. But, I mean, he really has not been up to performing, in my opinion, the way he should be. Phoenix Compilation says, from what I saw from Donny, he should be starting over Fred and McTominay. Yeah, but Ole only wants to play him as a 10. He doesn't want to play him as... He doesn't want to play him as a... like an attack... as a defensive midfielder. So, that's, like, kind of where we're at right now, is what I would say. And yeah, this is why Ole frustrates me. Makes weird substitutes. Totally, Yusuf. Totally. He definitely does. Like, that's one of my main criticisms of Ole, is his substitutions are shocking. His substitutions are very reactionary. They're not forward thinking. They're very reactionary, A, and B, they are, in my opinion, just, not too great usually. Ball played out wide now to Luke Shaw. But then again, right, he subbed on Rashford and Bruno last game, and we scored, 4 goals following that? That said, that's quite an obvious substitution to make. I think when it has to come to these matches where the best 11 are already on the pitch, theoretically, you know, opportunity here for Luke Shaw. Let's see what other people are saying in the chat. Pepe says, Pogba is highly overrated player. When it comes to Pogba, James, Lingard. Dude, you cannot, Pepe, that's absolutely ridiculous, mate. How are you going to lump Pogba in with Dan James and Jesse Lingard? Pogba's a great player, and I pulled up statistics at halftime that show Paul Pogba, when Pogba is playing, United are a better team. They win more games. When Pogba's playing, we have a point, we earn 0.3 more points per game. So he definitely has an impact on our winning. We score more goals. We're better defensively. When statistics show when Pogba is playing. So that's just ridiculous, mate. This notion that Paul Pogba is some shit player. No, he hasn't played great today. He hasn't been great this season. But generally for United, since joining us, he's been very, very good. And I don't think he's been world class, but he's been very good. So this notion, in my opinion, is absolutely ridiculous. It's like United are playing with 10 players. Nah, mate. You've gone a bit far there, and I think it's just disrespectful, you know. Just because Pogba's not doing the flashy stuff like he was at Juve, his role has changed. His role at the club, it's a different role. So don't expect that from him now, you know? Bro, you have to admit it now. So far this season, Partey clear of Pogba. Mate, Partey's played like 3 games in the Premier League, Sifo. I don't know how you can say that. In the first couple games in the Premier League, he was just bang average. Partey against Leicester was not good. So let's not... One game. It's a one-game situation. I think Partey's very good. I think Pogba's also very good. You know? I think Partey's also very good. They're both very good players. And this notion that Pogba sucks and now from one game Partey is some genius is just ridiculous. They're both very good players. And you know what? By the end of the season, maybe Partey, in my mind, will be better than Pogba. But I'm not going to go off a couple matches. I haven't seen him play enough. I've only seen him play in the Premier League. That's all I'm going to say. Holding's down now with a cramp. You get me? No, I'm just kidding. He probably is cramping. There's going to be a substitution made here. Granit Xhaka's coming on. Oh, jeez. You guys are doing my head in with this Pogba stuff. You know, I'm fine with criticizing him when he plays badly, but this notion that he's consistently bad is just a bit much for me. And Sifo, I will be 100% straight with you. Partey has been better than Pogba today, miles ahead of Pogba. But this notion that Pogba is some terrible player that's holding United back is absolutely ridiculous. Pepe says, say whatever you like, Pogba is lazy. Yep, he's very, very lazy. Very lazy. Nah, mate, he's not lazy. None of these professional footballers are lazy, you know. He doesn't give his 50%. I'm watching football for 50 years. Pepe, mate. Nah, he's not lazy. He's not lazy. Players just have different, you know, I don't know how to describe this, but players have different types of ways, different personalities on the pitch. And while it may look lazy, he's not being lazy. Trust me, he's working his tail off. He's absolutely working his tail off, just like every other United player on the pitch. This notion that he's some lazy player is just ridiculous. He's just a different player to McTominay. And he's a different player to the other midfielders around him. He's not going to chase the ball in that same way, but he's working hard defensively in shape, and it shows. It literally shows. His impact is big at United. But I will criticize him for this season. He has not been good this season. He has not been good so far this season. I will criticize him. So when people say you're biased towards Pogba, I'm not. I genuinely am not. He's not like one of my favorite players at United. I just think he's a good player. I think he's a good player that many people are just disrespectful towards, and I don't understand as to why. Exactly. I think it's become a cool thing to hate on Paul Pogba. Sifo, you don't. This is the thing, mate. I think you're being too biased in favor of Pogba. He's offered absolutely nothing for your team today. Yeah, he's been bad today. Okay. His only good games were in the Champions League. So we're gonna okay, he's been at United for several years, and we're gonna take a look at 3 or 4 games this season to say he's been terrible. That's not a fair analysis. And he says, Sifo follows it up by saying he hasn't been good for the past 4 seasons, bro. Sifo, go and look at United's record with and without Paul Pogba, and it will show that we win more games when Paul Pogba is playing. We win more games when Paul Pogba is playing. We score more goals when Paul Pogba is playing, and we are better defensively when Paul Pogba is playing. So, I mean, let's just take this one game where he's been absolutely shite, or this run of games where he's been shite, and instead of looking at the entire picture. And the entire picture tells a completely different story, that when Paul Pogba is playing, United are a better side than when he is not. And we are better going forward, and we are better defensively. Okay? And I'm not saying he's our best player. He's nowhere near it. He's not near our best player. Rashford's better. Bruno's better. But he's still a very good player for our side, and he's just had a bad game today and a bad run of form. That's all I want to be clear. But Partey's been really good too. Partey's been really, really good, and I'm not gonna pick between those two right now because I don't think it's fair. After this season, I'll be able to tell you who I think the better player is. But right now, I'm not gonna be able to pick between the two of them. Ball played in now, potentially to Cavani. I'm gonna focus on the match, guys. Commentary for the last little bit here, but continue to share your thoughts. And if you don't like Paul Pogba, feel free to share. I'm fine. I'm willing to have these debates with you guys, but I'm going to keep it real and keep my thoughts 100% with you guys. I'm not just going to agree to agree. And it's fair. I'm totally fine with you guys thinking Pogba's overrated. I just think it's unfair. I don't think when people do that, I think they're cherry picking, and I think a lot of people, not saying you guys, but people like in the media, like Graham Souness, have an agenda against Paul Pogba. I think there's been a total media agenda set against Paul Pogba, and it's clear from the way they report not only stuff about him from his playing perspective, but also personal issues too. So, my thoughts on it. Anyways, back to it. Ball inside now to none other than Matic. Matic is going to look to switch the point of attack for United. Over to none other than Harry Maguire. Maguire's looking to play inside now to Scott McTominay. That was my rant for the day. Out to Cavani now. Cavani looking to play forward. Trying to get on the end of it is Paul Pogba. And Bellerin does well sliding in there. Come on, United. Can we get an equalizer? So far, guys, gonna tip my hat off to Arsenal. It's been a good performance from Arsenal today. Solid from them. Solid from them. Inside to Pogba. That said, I want to be clear here. Arsenal played well, but they haven't blown me away either. You know what I'm saying? Like, they definitely have not blown me away. On the ball here is Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw playing inside. Little 1-2. Opportunity. Matic driving. Oh, good tackle there. It's going to go out for United corner kick. Matic is calling for a potential VAR check there. Let's see this. I want to take a little look here. Matic does a little 1-2 there with Van de Beek. Ooh, interesting. I think he gets the ball there, Gabriel Magalhaes, so it's going to be a corner kick. But he was calling for a VAR check. Corner kick here. Delivery. Come on, let's set this up better, lads. Falls to Paul Pogba. Come on, Pogba. Get an equalizer, mate. Let's go. Delivery. Deflection off the post! Oh, it's off the post! To the deflection off one of the Arsenal players. Off the post. Maguire here. Opportunity. Heads it across on the ground. Falls to Pogba. Pogba with a bit of space time. Now Aubameyang's on him. Back to McTominay. United have lots of players in the box. Cross in. Oh, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. United are starting to knock at the door here of Arsenal. Tactical Manager TV says we're off to such a bad EPL start. We are, mate, but maybe we can grab an equalizer here. Come on, United. Sivo says, I mean, if you want to say we're in the relegation battle, I mean, it's fine to not look at what actually is going on. But, like, let's be clear again, Sifo, right? For me, it's, right, you can say we're in the relegation battle, but we have a game in hand. Like, I think that's another thing. Again, I mean, it's fine. I know you're taking the piss, but anyways, back to it. Guys, we nearly scored there off the head of Bernd Leno there. Took a deflection off of El Neni to Leno's head, off the post. very close to scoring. 5 minutes away. Still 1-0 to Arsenal. And yeah, guys. Time is ticking down here. Substitution made. Ainsley, Maitland-Niles coming on for Willian. Guys, that's a great substitution. Hats off to Arteta for that. Really good substitution there. And then, yeah, it's going to be United throw in here. Come on, United. Let's see. Play with some urgency, lads. Let's get the ball moving. Get the ball moving. Time running for United. Need to quickly pick up. Yeah, totally. We definitely do, Gendura. We totally do. Ball played now to none other than Rashford overlapping. Guys, who's your man of the match so far? If it does end like this, who is your man of the match? Let me know down below in the live chat. Sifa, I'd like to hear your man of the match. My man of the match today probably would be Thomas Partey, just based on his absolutely worldly performance today. Good tackle there by Kieran Tierney. It's going to go out for a United throw on the right-hand side. Yeah, for me, man of the match has to be Thomas Partey so far. Arsenal trying to run down the clock here with another substitution. It's going to be none other than Mustafi for the likes. I believe, is it Aubameyang who's coming off? Yes, it is going to be Aubameyang coming off. No, it's not. Ooh, Matic and Aubameyang getting into it there. Okay, let's see how this goes on. Matic not happy here. It's getting interesting. Excuse me, it's not Aubameyang who's coming off, but there is getting a little bit of a argument. Oh no, wait up, hold up. Excuse me, Aubameyang is subbing off. Matic pushed him because Aubameyang walking very slowly off the pitch. And yeah. Raymond says Ole is really arrogant and stubborn for not starting Cavani and Van de Beek. What happens to Tellez? Yes, he has COVID right now. Thank you for the clarification, Tactical Manager TV. Yellow card's been given there. And yeah, man of the match 100% is Partey, says Sifo. So thank you guys for sharing your thoughts. 87th minute. Over now to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw looking to loft it back post. Opportunity for United. Headed away. Falls to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Come on, I think United... Oh, I'm feeling a potential late goal here. 87th minute still. Pepe says, trust me, apart from scoring 1 or 2 odd goals, Pogba will achieve nothing for Man United. Not worth... Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not going to... Let's save this conversation for after the game, Pepe. I want to give commentary for people who are unable to watch the game. That's kind of why... That's partially why I do these, is to be able to provide people who aren't able to watch the game with commentary. So after the game, I'm willing to continue on with this debate. But right now, I'm just going to focus on the commentary. So, anyways, driving forward now are Arsenal. Arsenal trying to keep the ball here. They just got to hold out for a couple more minutes. Ball played by none other than Cavani, given away though. Driving forward. Guys, again, people look at statistics for Pogba, but he's not like at United. His role isn't just to acquire goals and assists. It's a lot more to it. Anyways, on the ball now is Maguire. Maguire plays inside to Pogba. Pogba's going to spray the ball out wide. No, he decides to hold on to it. Plays it inside to Matic now. Matic looking to play forward to the likes of Maguire. Matic driving forward. Under a bit of pressure though now. He's going to look to square it across to Maguire. Maguire's on the ball. Come on, United. 88th minute, 30 seconds. In 30 seconds. Looking to spray it now is Maguire. Playing it out wide to none other than Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka looking to play it across again. Looking to play now to none other than Maguire. Maguire to... Oh my goodness, come on. Where's the creativity from United right now? When Bruno steps off the pitch, there's no movement. There's absolutely no movement here. Rashford gets tackled, and he's going to be down. It's going to be a United free kick here. Maitland-Niles going to help him up. This is a good opportunity for United. Let's see if we can get Maguire into the box here and try and maybe head it back across the goal for one of the players to run onto. That's what I'd be kind of looking to do here. All right. On the ball here is none other than Luke Shaw looking to take. I don't know about Shaw's delivery. It's terrible delivery from Shaw. I don't know what he's doing here. Now he's Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the ball, looking to play it across to none other than Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw gonna maybe try and put it back into the box again. Another not great delivery. Maguire's been pushed while he's gone up for it. A foul I think is going to be given on Maguire. What? I don't know about that. Maguire's been called for a foul there. We're waiting to see how much added time we have, lads. Delivery by Shaw. What did Maguire do? Oh, I don't know about that, you know. I think he got lucky there, Tierney. Yeah. Looking like Arsenal may secure this one. We've got how many minutes of added time? 4 minutes of added time, guys, to see if United can secure an equalizer here. Mikel Arteta cheering on his Arsenal lads. I'm frustrated right now. I really am frustrated. I think we should have played better today. I think it's annoying. It really is annoying that there's no consistency here, that we can't break down a mid to low block, and that we're only good on the counterattack. And I think the formation today was it absolutely hurt us. We didn't feel familiar enough with it. Always trying new things to try and get more midfielders involved, because we have so many midfielders playing well right now, but I don't know if it's necessarily working. Rashford's going to take the corner kick here. Marcus Rashford to take the corner kick. Delivery, low cross, terrible cross by Rashford. All right, here we go. Let's see. 91 minutes in. Ball thrown in now to none other than Lindelof. Plays it over to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw. Got to try and find an outlet here. Luke Shaw is under a lot of pressure. Plays it back to Lindelof. United got to take care of the ball here. Well, oh my goodness, Lindelof, come on. There's no movement. There's no movement for the center back. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Lindelof's losing it. I don't blame him. Absolutely no movement. Where's the... it's poor. It's really poor. United have looked bad today. I'm not going to lie. We've looked pretty bad today. I mean, I'm not like... Okay, I'm mad about the performance, to be fair, but at the same time, we have played quite well just recently. So I don't think we should... Again, it's not... We don't need to overreact to one performance. But again, it's concerning. It's the sign of whenever a team sits in the low block or mid block, we have trouble. We genuinely do have trouble trying to... How do I want to put this? We have trouble trying to break them down. Opportunity now for a Matic shot. Goes right into the hands of... right into the hands of the goalkeeper there. So, guys, we just got a couple minutes left here. 2 minutes left in added time. Rolls to the hands of... United don't look like we're going to be getting an equalizer here today. It's just been a bad performance from the lads. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream thus far, make sure to smash the like button. We're aiming for 30 likes in the stream. And if you're new here, subscribe as well. Be greatly appreciated. Trying to hit 3K subscribers by the end of 2020. Got some new videos on the way too, but back to it as the game has just a minute 30 left. Ball launched forward now. Trying to challenge now is Luke Shaw. Takes a deflection off Shaw. Headed away by the Arsenal defense. Pogba trying to challenge. Pogba does well there. Pogba's going to look to maybe deliver. Does a little 1-2. Paul Pogba. Opportunity. McTominay. He can't quite get on the end of it. And it looks like, that could have been the last opportunity here for United. On the ball now is Nketiah holding it up. Nketiah doing well there to hold the ball up. We've got only 50 seconds left. I don't think United will be equalizing. Foul. No, they're going to play on. Come on. Let's push on. McTominay, drive forward, mate. Let's do something here. McTominay driving forward. McTominay looking to play the through ball. Just a bit, that was not necessary there. 30 seconds. It's going to be a foul, and I think that's going to be it, guys. Cavani with a foul there. Guys, Cavani's got to get more playing time. Subbing him on so late, he won't be able to have an impact. But just generally, there is no... I mean, Rashford was not involved at all today. Not involved at all, is what I would say. I'm going to pull up some statistics, guys. I had those ready for for the full time. And, yeah, we'll take a look at that. And, yeah, really frustrating stuff. Nora says, this is a disgrace. What's the point of bringing Cavani if you're going to bench him? Yeah, Nora, I kind of agree with you there. Guys, I'll break it all down once the final whistle has blown. And also, guys, make sure to smash the like button if you're just tuning in. We're aiming for 30 likes on today's stream. And subscribe if you are new to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right. Hit long. And that is full time. Mikel Arteta, fist bump there. Absolutely loving it. And Ole, just typical Ole reaction. Not much of one. And Arsenal win 1-0 today. Congratulations to all the Arsenal fans. And I want to take a little look, guys. Before we get into the heated Pogba debate that's been going on in the chat, I want to take a little look at the stats, do some player ratings, and then we'll jump into the Pogba debate. There's a lot to it. Nora says, I can't believe I predicted Man United to win. I predicted a 1-1 draw. Before the stream, though, I said 2-1, hoping for United. And, yeah, fair enough to Arsenal. They deserved it today. They did deserve it. All right. But, guys, let's save the Pogba debate just for one more minute, Pepe. I'm just going to do my player ratings for both sides. And also, guys, smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, all right. So player ratings, Arsenal win 1-0. Let's start with United first. United's player ratings, I'm gonna have to say, start off with David De Gea. Solid performance. Not much from him. I'm gonna give him a 7. it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. Well, maybe I'll go 7 for De Gea. Wan-Bissaka, a 6. He didn't have a bad game. Saka did give him some challenges at times, but Wan-Bissaka for me gets a 6. Lindelof, a 5. Maguire, a 5 as well. Just average, very average from them. Luke Shaw gets a 5.5. Solid from him. Now, moving on to Fred. I would give Fred a 5.5. He didn't play badly today. McTominay gets a 5.5. It was just, the thing with United, it wasn't terrible. It was just average. It was very, very average. Pogba, for me, is going to probably get like a 4 today. He did commit the penalty. There were some other issues with him. I don't think he played very well. Just wasn't he wasn't doing a good job keeping the ball. His entry balls in the final third were quite poor. Bruno, for me, gets a 5 from him. Like, for Bruno's standard, not up to quality. Let's see what other people are saying. Greenwood, guys, share your player ratings as we go, and share your man of the match down below in the chat. All right, Greenwood. I thought Greenwood played quite poor today, a 4, and Rashford gets a. Rashford was very poor too. I think Greenwood gets a 4 as well. Rashford gets a 4 as well. As for Arsenal now, Leno, 7, good performance from Leno. Holding, a 6. Gabriel was really good today, 7.5. Tierney, a 7. Bellerin gets a 6. Partey gets a 9. He's my man of the match today. El Neni gets a 6. Saka gets a 6.5. Willian, 6. Lacazette, I would have to say a 7. No. Excuse me. Lacazette, a 5. Aubameyang, a 7 is what I meant to say. Aubameyang, the goal scorer. But for me, the man of the match is Thomas Partey. Special player today, and really, I think, showed it. Really, really good performance today. And that's all I have to say on that. All right. Now, guys, I'll just be answering your questions on the match. But also, I want to talk a little bit about the Pogba situation that people have been referring to a lot in chat. Pepe, I'm ready. He says it's not overreacting, not once, not twice, but every time it is the same with Pogba. He's lethargic, heavy, too slow going forward. We'll be better off without Pogba. And Pepe, that is just an absolutely, it's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous because you know what, guys. If you look at all of Pogba's performances, this is what people have done online. You know what? I'm going to share the link to this in chat so you guys can actually read this and take a look for yourselves. Manchester United with and without Paul Pogba. And guys, it clearly shows that United are a better team when Pogba is playing. He's been playing poor recently. I will very much admit that. Paul Pogba has been poor recently. Pepe, take a look at this link, and it will show you very clearly that Manchester United, when Paul Pogba is playing, are generally better. Now, I will admit this, that this season, since the beginning of this Premier League season, he's been poor, and I think he should be benched next match. I think he should be benched, because when he is benched, it gets a reaction from him. But to say his 4 years at United have been terrible is ridiculous, mate. It's ridiculous. If you said he's been bad this season, I could say, you know what, I understand your perspective, and I think I can agree with that. To say he's been bad for 4 years at United is blasphemous. And again, it's just the media coverage. These things that you talk about, Pepe, are all talking points of the media. Like the whole thing about him being lethargic. Let me pull these up. Lethargic, heavy, slow going forward. This is all Graham Souness nonsense that's been floating around, and people, for some reason, Pogba's just been a center of attention in the media for just negative talking points, is what I would say. But yes, I'm fine with criticizing him today. It was not good enough. It was not good enough from Paul Pogba today. I can do both. I'm not a fanboy of Paul Pogba. He's not one of my favorite players at United. Okay? Like, I prefer Rashford. I prefer Bruno. I really do rate those guys. But the issue with me is there's a lot of blame placed on Pogba that I think, well, today it may be warranted. I think overall, I think it makes a lot of sense. And Pepe says the others play for him. I don't need any link. I've watched football for over 50 years. I've played football as well. I know what football is played, who is good, who is bad, not being negative. Mate, Pepe, fine, ignore the information. Ignore the information that clearly shows that United get more. So when Pogba is playing, United, on average, earn or win or get more points from those games than when he's not playing. It's literally statistical information that shows that we score more goals when he's playing, that we concede less goals when he's playing, and that on top of that, we secure more points when he's playing. So how does that add up then if he's so bad? If he's so bad, how does that work? But yeah, let's just, you know what, go off your... I don't get it, mate. I think, yes, use your eyes, use your knowledge of football, use your years of experience, Pepe, but also take a look at some of the statistical information that backs up that's your argument, that contradicts your argument, you know? But today, I will admit, yeah, he wasn't good. And I'm going to leave it at that now. I think I've had enough of this conversation. I'm not going to change anyone's mind here or even get them to look. If you're not willing to look at the link that I sent, I'm willing to hear your argument, Pepe. If you're not willing to hear my argument, then I've had enough with this conversation. And I'm going to say, yes, Paul Pogba has had a poor 2020-2021 season at Manchester United, but over the 4 years has been a good player for United and has helped us win a lot of the games that we have played in. So that's all I'm going to say. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, Paul Scholes is better than Pogba. I'll admit it. Paul Scholes is better than Pogba. That doesn't mean Pogba is a terrible, terrible player. Like, that's a bad argument, mate. That's a bad argument. That's all I'm going to say. And you can have your opinion. I'm fine with that. I just think if you're going to be clear with you, if you're going to go ahead and make this argument, I'm listening to it. I'm trying to respond to it respectfully. But then when I share a link and say, hey, just take a look at this. Take a look at my perspective on this. And you just say, no, I'm not willing to, then that's where I'm just going to cut it off here. So that's kind of my 2 cents on it. Pogba was bad today. I'm willing to answer anyone else's questions now, anyone else's thoughts down below in the live chat. Worst performance of the season, says HS. No, it was not, in my opinion. You know, some of the matches against Palace and others were really, really poor. And again, guys, I mean, for me, it comes down to United can't break a low block. That's what it comes down to. When there is a low block, when there is, it's hard for us to break it down. It's very, very hard. We struggle. We don't have the creativity to do so. And, yeah, it was very predictable today. Everything from us was very predictable. I didn't like the way we played with 2 up top either. I thought that didn't work for the personnel we had. You know, like, utilizing Greenwood, utilizing Rashford in the wider areas, I think is better because there's more space for them to run. And up top, they were checking in, and they're just getting absolutely bodied off the ball every time. So that was kind of my thoughts on it. I think they're better in the wide area. Yeah, so Gosh says, same like Barca, they too have a problem with low blocks. But what I have to say, there's definitely a difference there, Gosh, and that difference is that Barca are better in possession than United. We struggle keeping the ball right now when we're in possession. We're very careless with it, and that's also another problem, is that when teams sit in the low block, we're not very good in possession, so we give it away in bad areas, and that's where we get hurt. Pepe said, it was good watching you. Watching United is great. What is good is good. What is bad is bad. Pogba is bad. Okay, Pepe, you know what? Let's agree to disagree, mate. And yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you on another one, mate. And yeah, I think it'll be fun to continue this debate moving forward. But I'm going to put a cap on it today. Saif says, why bench Bruno? It's a good question, Saif, you know. I think for me, I don't know why he made that substitution. I think this late game would be... I think late game, it was a bad decision, to be honest with you. I think this was a bad decision by Ole to sub off Bruno. It didn't make quite a lot of sense. You want your best player on the field in late games, and it was stupid in my opinion. Pogba's world class, but what's his problem in Man U, says Gosh. I would say, Gosh, I'd say Pogba at United has not been world class. He's been very good. I think the issue at United is I think this year, I don't know what the issue is this year, you know. I think he's just not been good enough this year. I don't know what the issue is this year, right? But I have to say this. About Pogba, just generally, is that he has a different role at United to what he has had at Juve. And people at Juve, seen him for this flashy, exciting player, right? Flashy, exciting player. But it has to be clear that at United, it's a different role. So I think prior to this year, he's done a very good job at United. This year, though, I will say he has been poor and he needs to be better. That's where I stand on it. Gosh. And yeah, Pepe, have a good one, mate. I appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see you again to continue on this debate about Paul Pogba. Oh my goodness, inside Arsenal. Bo Feekins is here. Here we go, Bo. I got some talking points. I was about to explode in our group chat, Bo, but I'm gonna pull up the group chat right now on my phone. And I'm gonna address some of the things that you guys are talking about here. Bo, this was a solid performance today from Arsenal, but it didn't blow me away. Well, let me see. Let me see what he said. What a performance, Bo. That's okay. How is this? I don't think it was a brilliant performance today from Arsenal. It came down to a penalty that was, okay, it was a penalty. It was very soft, though. Bo, you have to admit, it was a soft penalty, mate. It was soft. It was awfully soft, you know. And I know Bruno Fernandes has gotten a couple soft penalties himself. So, it was a penalty. Soft penalty. Were Arsenal a better team? Yes. Yes, 100%. Arsenal were the better team today. I must admit it. But, for me, I don't think they blew United out of the water. I think Arsenal still had their own problems. And if it hadn't been for a stupid decision by Paul Pogba to step in there when he didn't need to, it would have ended 0-0. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like Arsenal were creating loads of chances. I think it was a good performance. Overall, it doesn't give me a ton of faith for either side, if that makes sense. That said, it was a good performance from Arsenal. It ends statistically 8 shots United, 2 on target, 53% possession. Arsenal, 7 shots, 2%, 47% possession. Guys, let's be clear here. I don't want to let statistics dictate my point of view. Arsenal were the better team today. I think, that said, like, yeah, they were deserving of a win, but I think it could have been a draw as well. I don't think United deserved to win. I will say that. I don't think United deserved to win, but I think it could have ended a 0-0 draw, and I think everyone kind of would have been happy with that as well. But yeah, there's more to it. Okay, I'm scrolling down this group chat, Bo. El Neni is the best Egyptian in the Premier League. Oh my goodness gracious. That is absolutely disrespectful to Mo Salah. You're on one, Bo Feekins. You're absolutely on one. And this sucks because, you know, for the rest of the week, I'm going to have to hear about how Arsenal and Arteta 5 years from now are going to win the Champions League, which is nonsense. It's nonsense. These Arsenal fans are piping up a bit too much these days, you know. They're feeling themselves. Arsenal need a bit of a wake-up call. Arsenal need a bit of a wake-up call. Very good side, good manager, but don't get ahead of yourselves, Bo Feekins. Don't get ahead of yourself. Gosh says Mo Salah is the best. Yes, gosh. There we go. Saif says Chelsea looking good now. Yeah, there's a couple teams that are kind of kicking into gear. Chelsea are looking a little better, but you get me. Oh, he sent it in the group chat, or Bo sent it in the live chat. Guys, if you are enjoying the live stream thus far, I have to say, there's 6 of you on here, and not many. But I'm going to keep going till 2 o'clock my time, so like, you know, 20 so minutes. Make sure you smash the like button, and if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe as well. We're trying to hit 3K subscribers by the end of 2020, and 30 likes on the stream, you know. I appreciate everyone taking the time to stop by. But yeah, I'm just going to continue on with this kind of talk about the game, answer your guys' questions. Just fire away in the chat. I'm happy to just kind of sit here for a little bit and discuss, debate with you guys. I want to get some Arsenal fans' thoughts on the match. I want to get some United fans' thoughts on the match. For me, overall, though, where I say moving forward for United is just like, Ole, guys, for me, I've got to be clear. Overall, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not the manager that can take Man United to the promised land. And by promised land, I mean win a trophy. And that's because for me, it's just like, yeah, we do have some good performances under him, but there's no consistency. The squad selection is either hit or miss. There's no in between. And then his substitutions tend to be very, very poor unless they're the obvious one. You know what I'm saying? Arteta today, really good substitutions. I think set up the team well. He knew what United were, and he did so accordingly. That said, I think you'll see Arsenal struggle against teams too, though. I think you will see Arsenal struggle against teams in the bottom half of the table that employ this tactic of sitting in against them as well. Right? I think the way to beat Arsenal, the way to beat United is set up in a low block. That's the way to do it. I think both sides have shown weakness to it. And Arsenal, you know, they scored on a penalty today, but I think generally if you set up in a low block, they're going to be a team that you can beat as well. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm in a group chat and people are saying, oh, I heard my guy Gosh, I appreciate you joining the Discord. Also, Gosh, there's a link to my podcast with my friend Inside Arsenal who's in the chat. It's on Spotify. It's all about the Premier League. We debate, discuss. It's really fun. I genuinely recommend, if you're looking for a good podcast, to go check it out, guys. I can also send the link in the chat as well. I'll probably do that right now. And yeah, join the Discord, guys. Subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And yeah, go check out the podcast as well. It's trust me, you won't regret it. You will not regret it. Seriously, I really do recommend it. Gosh, sure will do, mate. Yeah, the link is in the chat. And yeah, Gosh, next time, just let me know. Give me feedback on it. Because that's something that we just started. So yeah, definitely a creative project, guys. In terms of what we got moving on for the future, got a couple of videos, ideas. Got of course a Premier League predictions. I got another video idea that I'm gonna keep on the wraps for now. But I don't think there will be a live stream this week for midweek, unfortunately. Just gotta take care of some business with school, and also I want to make sure that I'm pumping out video content. That's my main objective, is the videos. I really do enjoy the live streams though. And if anyone, 7 of you in here, any questions, thoughts, comments, fire away. I'm just kind of doing a bit of a Q&A right now for the next 20 minutes or so. I want to get fans' thoughts on the match. And for me personally, I'm just like, it's disappointing, you know. It really is disappointing for me as a United fan because, you know, it looks like every time it looks like things are going to finally work themselves out with this club. It's just like, it's a performance or two and it's just like, we're not quite there. And then every time it looks like things are going to go to shit and Ole's going to be sacked and we're going to have a fresh start, it doesn't happen. Like, what is this? What is this reality I'm living in? For me, though, guys, seriously, well, I think Ole's not done a terrible job at United. Let's be clear. He's not done a terrible job at United. We've done some decent things under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Do I think we can take the next step under him? I do not. And that's where I think, you know, while Mauricio Pochettino is still out there, maybe see if we can get this done. Why not? Why not give it a go? And see if we can get this done. For me, that's kind of my thoughts. I thought Man U was a top side. Arsenal greater than Man U. Well, Kahari, what I have to say though is that Barcelona though. Let's talk about Barcelona. I want to talk about Barcelona right now because I think you could throw United, Arsenal, and Barcelona all in the same category right now. I don't think Arsenal are scared of Barcelona. I don't think United are scared of Barcelona either. And I don't think Barcelona is scared of either of those teams. So I think right now they're all kind of in the same category. They're all kind of in the same category. And Kahari, also about Man United and Arsenal, I did say this. I did say this about Man United and Arsenal. I did say that I think Bo said he thinks United is quite a bit better than Arsenal. I would say I think they're closer than Bo said in the chat the other day. And I said that before the match as well. Gosh says Poch might do a better job. The thing is, clubs like Man U, Barca have a legacy and the bar is high. Yes, but I think Pochettino tactically is better than Ole. I think he would do a better job of utilizing the personnel that we do have. I think we have very talented players. I think we have very talented personnel. But at the end of the day, it comes down to Ole not necessarily utilizing them correctly. And I don't want to always harp on Ole. I think there's player responsibility too here. Like, I think some of United's key players like Bruno and Rashford, I don't think any of United's key players really stepped up today. Like, Bruno didn't play well, Rashford didn't play well, Pogba didn't play well. You know, if that's the case, if all three of them play bad in one match, it's going to be very, very hard. All right, let's see what other people are saying. Rippo says, come on, lads. Come on, you Gunners. Of course, Rippo, an Arsenal fan. Man, my chat is just swarming with these Arsenal fans right now. United fans dipped out. They said, I'm not having it. I'm not taking the abuse from these Arsenal fans. I'm out of here. So fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? I'm willing to chat with you guys about your club, Arsenal Football Club, and give some more of my rantings about United. Anyways, let's see what others are saying. I want to get to dive into this Barcelona though a little bit. I want to dive into Barcelona a little bit, Kari, because we were having a heated debate yesterday over text. And, you know, I should have done my 5-page essay, but instead I was debating you, so now I got to jump into this here. All right. Kahari, Barca has a legacy of its own, and everyone cares about Barca, says Gosh. Being a fan of inconsistent side is very difficult. I feel for your pain, Fergie time. Yeah, and I think you can relate to my pain right now because you're dealing yourself with a very inconsistent side in Barcelona. You know, I think we can relate right now, and I think Bo can relate as well because there's quite a lot of inconsistency at Arsenal as well. So I think we're all Kahari, you, me, and Bo, I think we're all in a very similar boat right now in terms of sides that are very inconsistent. I mean, for me, it's just like, when we're talking about the Champions League, guys, when we're talking about the Champions League, and you Arsenal fans may want to tune off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You beat us today. You beat us. But when I'm talking about the Champions League, I think it's wide open this year, guys. Except the favorite for me, clear favorite, Bayern Munich. Apart from them, though, who is really a dominant force in European football? And there's no one there. There's no one there. Bayern Munich are hands down favorites, very dominant side. Everyone else, though, I think can be beaten easily, quite easily. Like, no one, if Bayern lose, it would surprise me. Everyone else, if they lose to whoever, it wouldn't really surprise me very much, is what I'd have to say. And I think that's why I think United could go on a run in the Champions League. That said, which United are we getting? Are we getting the United against Leipzig and against PSG? Are we getting the United today against Arsenal? And our team's going to start to employ this tactic more regularly, where they just sit behind the ball and say, all right, United, try and break us down. Try and break us down. Because you know what? We know you cannot. We know you are only good on the counterattack. That's what it comes down to. Gosh says, one day we win 2-0 against Juve and we draw 1-1 with Alaves. I fear we might not even qualify for the Champions League next year. Gosh, I think you will definitely qualify for the Champions League, and Kahari would be livid at me if I said that you guys won't. You guys will definitely qualify for the Champions League. For me, it comes down to with Barca, is I look at 3 or 11. I want to be clear. I was talking to Kahari about this the other day. When I look through your guys' 11, I genuinely think that you guys are not that sound. Like, your starting 11 is not that great compared... Like, if we think about Barcelona 5 years ago, the starting 11 was insane. The talent, the Iniesta, the Xavis. I mean, Busquets was at a different level at that time, too. Messi, Suarez, Neymar, all at their peak level. It was unreal. And now we're dealing with the Barcelona side it's fallen so far from that. We're talking about yesterday, the starting 11 for... I mean, this was a Barcelona team playing their best 11. And they drew 1-1. And we're talking about Sergio Roberto, Piqué, old, past his time. They want to get rid of him. Piqué's not good. Longley, excuse me, I pronounced his name wrong. Excuse me, apologies. Just bang on average, if you ask me. I know Kahari's not a big fan of Alba, and I think he's all right, but he's also another player getting up there in age. Busquets, not the same level he once was. De Jong's good. I like De Jong. I just don't think he's reached that level. That level that I think he should have. Like, I think De Jong should be better than he has been at Barcelona. Messi, of course, GOAT, best player in the world in my opinion, I'll be real. Dembele, good but inconsistent and injured. Fati, good but very, very young. And then Griezmann, who's been quite meh so far. So that's all I got to say. Sandro, mate, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Sandro, I think you'll enjoy this conversation. We're currently talking about the Champions League, talking about how, A, Bayern are the only side that are very dominant right now in European football, and B, how Barcelona, in my opinion, their starting 11 is quite weak compared to where it used to be. So, guys, let's see in the chat what people are saying now. Yusuf says Ole's tactics are perfect for cup competitions, but league form is concerning. Yes, it is, Yusuf. It is very concerning because, we can't... It's just... The inconsistency is what concerns me, and as a football club, you want to know what's on the table, and I think as a United fan, it's like guessing, like, what United are we going to get going into each match, and that is concerning. Let's see what other people are saying. United are one more defeat away from sacking Ole. I don't know about that H-Hus, because the Champions League form has kind of resurrected that. So I think it'll take another bad spell of form before Ole gets sacked again. It'll take another 3 or 4 matches of really bad form. Let's see what others are saying. Yusuf says a fully fit Liverpool are the only team capable of beating Bayern, in my opinion. Yusuf, that's a good point. I think a fully fit Liverpool are the best challengers. The thing is, Liverpool won't be fully fit for a very long time with Virgil van Dijk out. So I think we can kind of cross that out for this year. Kahari says, that's very true. I think across world football, the best teams are at a lower level than we are used to. 100%. And Kahari, this is why I want to bring up this conversation we had in a group chat with some of my friends, Bo, Kahari, yesterday, was about, is the competition in La Liga not that high? Or is that... I think it was because when people say, the Premier League has better competition than La Liga, I would say maybe slightly, but for me what it's been is that Barcelona and Real Madrid have been so good in world football, so much better than everyone else, that there's no surprise they were blowing out everyone in their own league. But now, as they are not nearly as good, as they're more on the par of the top competitors in the other leagues, now we're seeing their own league become more competitive. So I think it was because Real Madrid and Barcelona were so good for such a long period of time, people thought, oh, the league's not that competitive, when in fact, it was actually that they were best teams in the world for a decade or so, even longer, and now we've seen them become, they're still European powerhouses, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't make it past the round of the quarterfinals. You get me? So that's kind of where I'm thinking, and that's Kari. I just want to clarify that on video form for you, what I meant by yesterday. All thanks to let me go back down here. Guys, Champions League is a fun discussion, and yeah, anyone just tuning in, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel as well. Let's see what other people are saying. Chat's kind of going crazy. Let me see if I can keep up. Kari says, our best 11 didn't start yesterday. In my opinion, Koeman is clueless. Kari, who do you think your best 11 is? I'm very curious as to who you think the best 11 is for Barca. Like, who is missing? Kari says, Sandro says, hi. I already answered that. I'm going to read some of your comments just in a second, Sandro. Let's see what other people are saying. Keep an eye on Pedri. That kid reminds me much of Iniesta. It's crazy. I will make sure to do that. I'm not that familiar. The players I'm really familiar with, like, is Puig, but I haven't seen him play a lot. What are your thoughts, guys, on Puig for Barcelona? Really, I think he's a good player, but he hasn't really gotten the opportunities that he's wanted. Pjanic needs to start, says Gosh. Really, I don't fancy Pjanic that much. I really don't. I think he's quite average. I don't know. I would just say, yeah, Pjanic needs a bit of I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'll be real with you. Kari says, I think there are, excuse me, let me read yours first. Bayern can go all the way again. They just keep scoring. Yeah, I think, guys, Bayern are the clear favorites in my opinion, and I don't know if anyone can stop them. But then again, right, there's always injuries, there's always form, there's always a bunch of situations there that can play into it. So, again, I think Champions League, guys, is the hardest competition in the world to predict, and we'll just have to wait and see. Like, I think once you get through the group stage, I think it's easier to make predictions. But then again, you never know. Lewandowski becomes injured. It can get hard, But Kari says, I think there are multiple teams that could beat Bayern in a two-leg tie, but nobody else aside from Liverpool maybe would be favorites in a two-leg tie. I think I agree with you, Kari. I think anything is possible. I think, yes, Bayern could be beaten by a handful of teams. I just think the likelihood of that is very low. You get me? That's what I would have to say. Sandra says, yeah, but Bayern have some two strange games at the moment. Gosh says, can we talk about Zlatan? Man, he is 39 and has no signs of stopping. Yeah, guys, let me pull up his statistics. I know he's been very good, and I know AC Milan have been very good, but I want to take a look at the statistics so that I'll be real. I don't watch Serie A. So, 4 matches in Serie A. Zlatan has 7 goals and 1 assist. Insane. Absolutely insane. And yeah, he's just, I think the thing with Zlatan is, right, while his body definitely has taken a toll physically, it's still quite up, it's still in very good condition. He takes care of his body, and on top of that, just a very smart player, mentally tuned in, absolutely brilliant. All right, let's see what others are saying here. Sandra says, but like Barca, Bayern, Juve, and Man U are my top 5 teams in the world. Really? Man U? Sandra, Man U? The Man U that lost to Arsenal today? Oh, no. I'm a United fan. I can't throw us on the top 5. Yeah, I can't throw us into the top 5 at all, Sandra. That's what I have to say there. That does not make sense to me. I don't even know if Barca's top 5 for me anymore. It's so hard to say, I don't think that it's easy to make a top 5 list because, it's like one week this team looks great. Next week, terrible. I think, like, Liverpool, City, I think you're missing them, Sandro. So, yeah, I'd have to clarify that. No, I mean, big, like, 5, big 5, like, the teams that always dominated the last 20 years. Got it. Thank you for the clarification there, Sandro. I appreciate that. Kari says, that La Liga point makes a lot more sense, Aiden, and I agree. I sent the best 11 in our group chat yesterday, bro. Got it, Kari. All right, I'll take a double. I'll dive back in there and double check. Puig is so sick, says Thomas. Yeah, he is. He's very, very good. And I think someone that they just need to give him more opportunity to play is my opinion. Maybe loan him out. Why not? Why not? Yusuf says AC Milan are the only team in Europe with a 100% record. I am happy for them. I really hope they can make their way back up in the world stage of football. Yeah. Yusuf, they're playing some really good football. I think it's a great story, and it would be great to see another team other than Juve win the Serie A. It's good to see that, guys, to see that bit of, something a little different. Different teams winning the top leagues is really good. Competition is good for football. It's 100% good for football. The more competitive it is, the better. You don't want to see just a super team. No one wants to see that. And I think that's why the Premier League this year and all the other leagues have been more exciting than they ever have been before, because we're not sure who's going to win it. Alrighty. Sandra says, prayers up that Lewandowski never gets injured. Zlatan shot a bicycle kick today. Yeah, he's absolutely different gravy. That guy's Zlatan. Gosh says, yeah, it was sick. Sandra says, I already clarified that point. He thinks City is shit. Guys, I want to clarify with Manchester City today. Alright, I'm going to send the link. Let me pull up the link to our podcast real quick. I want to pull up the link to our podcast real quick because, you get me, me and Bo just filmed a new podcast. We talk a lot about Man City, and I recommend also just generally that you guys go check out the podcast because, I make it. I may be a little biased, but I think it's pretty sick. I think it's pretty good stuff. I have to say that Man City, a lot of people, are blaming Guardiola, and it's just getting, it rubs me the wrong way, That said, I think, like Bo was saying in our podcast, and I'll send the link so you guys can listen to it yourself, but Bo was saying in our podcast essentially that maybe Man City don't even want to re-sign Pep Guardiola, and I think that would be an idiotic decision to not even offer Pep Guardiola a contract. If he walks, fair enough. But to not even give him the offer, there's the link, guys, for you guys to check it out after. Go do that, you get me? For him to not even consider to re-sign, that would be idiotic by the club. If Pep walks, he walks, fair enough. I think Pep, if he does walk, he should go back to Barcelona because I think he's the one manager in the world right now that could fix the issues that they're having, in my opinion. The thing with predicting Champions League as well is that we literally have no idea who's going to draw who. And let's be real, without fans, it's a completely different competition. Kahari, that is spot on, mate. Playing home and away was always such a big factor. And the trips and traveling and having to play in these crazy environments. No one wants to go play Celtic. Well, that's Europa League now. No one wants to go play Celtic on a wet, rainy night in Scotland. You get me? No one wants to do that. It makes a... I don't know if Celtic was the best example, but, the atmosphere that some places in the Champions League, no one wants to go to these places, travel, and atmosphere makes such a big difference, right? Like going to Anfield, as we know, huge advantage for Liverpool. So, yeah, I think it's the hardest competition to predict, and I think it's different than it's ever been, so good point, Kahari. Yusuf says United are in relegation form, something needs to change. All right, I want to be clear here, guys. Let's take a look at the Premier League table. I'm going to pull it up on my phone. You guys pull it up if you have it on another device, or if not, I can read it off to you. But I want to be clear about United, okay? Yes, they are in bad form. Yes, this is concerning, very concerning, in fact. That said, let's clarify. We are in 15th position, but we do have a game in hand. If we were to win our next game, we would jump up to like almost mid-table, right behind. Actually, no, that's not quite correct. But we wouldn't be. If we win our next game, we're only 2 points behind Arsenal. So let's be clear here, guys. Okay, it's not like it's the end of the world. That said, yes, a loss next week. Who do we play next is my question in the Premier League. Let's take a look. We play Everton. That's going to be a hard match. If we lose to Everton, we could be actually in a very poor, very bad situation. So, yeah, I think it is concerning. Serenin says, hi, was the win deserved? Serenin, it was deserved. I think, for me, it could have been a draw. I don't know. I think it was deserved. United didn't deserve to win the match, but I think a draw or an Arsenal win was probably deserved, Serenin. Here, let me catch up. Jeez, the chat's moving crazy. AC can get good again, but I want Bayern winning their 7 Champions League overtaking AC, says Sandra. Yeah, that would be crazy achievement for Bayern. Koeman tried to get rid of Puig, but he refused to leave and wanted to fight for his place, but Koeman did try to loan him out. Puig is brilliant, but doesn't fit into the Koeman system. That's good analysis there, Kahari, and a good point. And yeah, it's hard for Puig because he's been labeled as this Barcelona prodigy, and I'm sure he feels like he can earn his way into that position, right? he feels like he can earn his way into that position. But at the same time, it's like they're trying to be upfront with him. It's a hard situation, and I think at some point, hopefully it works out. I think like a manager like Pep Guardiola would be perfect for the development of him, for the development of De Jong, for the development of Ansu Fati, for the development of Dembele. I think a manager like Pep would take all those players to the next level. That's why I think he could do that. I don't think Koeman can do that. Wow. I come back to the stream and the first thing I hear is City is shit. Hey, Serenin, those are not my words. Those are not my words. I think City are a very good side. I really highly rate Pep Guardiola, and I think that other people who think City are shit, like my friend Bo Feekins, are on a mad one. Kari Higgins says, which is frustrating because I'm a believer in the manager fitting his system to the talent, not making a system before the players and forcing them into their system. Boom, 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 boom. I am a major believer in that as well, and I think, yes, you have to look at obviously there's the part that plays into that, though, is, of course, over time, I think you can shift it to how you want your team to play, but initially when you step in, you have to play a system that fits your team best, that is great analysis, and yeah, I think if you have resources like a Barcelona do, or like a Man City do, or like these other teams do, yes, over time, you can shift and shape the team to what you want it to play like, or what you want it to be like. That said, initially when you step in, like Koeman has, like he's just stepped in recently, you need to be able to adjust it to get the best out of the players you currently have. And I think that's a really good point there, and something that many managers often do wrong. And I think that's what Ole has done well. Right, hear me out here, guys. Ole, when he first stepped in, what he did well is he played to United's strengths. The issue is we've seen no development with United. There's no character development with this United team, right? It's the same story as when he stepped in. A good counterattacking team that are bad in possession, don't take care of the ball, and have questions defensively. And that's what it comes down to. Is yes, when you initially step in, adjust, adapt to what fits best with the players, but then as you bring in new players, then adjust the style to something that has longevity. And that's what Ole has struggled with. So, good point there, Kahari. And I know your initial point was at Barca, but I used it to spin off. Why blame Pep, says Serenin. That's not me who's blaming Pep. I think Pep's been brilliant. I think that is Bo's take on it. He thinks Pep has questions to ask. And to be honest, I can't explain his point for him. So, if you guys wanna hear a little bit more about it, I'm gonna leave the link. Oh, wrong link there. I'm going to leave the link to the podcast once again in the live chat so you guys can go check it out. It is on Spotify. I'm plugging it hard because I think it has a lot of potential. It's just we got to get more eyes on it, more ears listening to it. And yeah, I'm going to leave the link one more time. I seriously, guys, at least just give it a chance is what I ask. Like, if you don't like it, fair enough. Like, but if you do enjoy it, yeah, we're going to be posting weekly. So give it a chance. Go give it a listen. And yeah. Anyways. All right, where were we? Gosh says, yeah, while Coutinho is injured, Puig deserves a chance. Koeman's ego is keeping Puig out. Good point there, Gosh. Yusuf says, remember when Kevin De Bruyne said after the loss to Lyon, saying that the same thing, different year, and he was really disappointed. Yes, Yusuf has listened to the podcast because that was one of Bo's main points there. So yeah, that was. Good. Thank you, Yusuf. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you always tuning into the podcast. It means a lot to me. Great to hear that you do enjoy what we've been working on. So thank you for that. Sandra says, yeah, like the German teams have such a disadvantage without fans. Yeah, definitely, Sandra. I think everyone to some extent has a disadvantage without fans, but there's certain places, certain teams that have just a different atmosphere. And Kahari says, Celtic, the GOAT. Yes, come on. Scottish football is going to go through a revival. Come on, Scotland. You know, guys, we have a big match coming up. I believe it is November the 12th. Let me double check here. November the 12th against Serbia, and maybe I'll do a lot. If I have coverage of the game, I will do a live stream for it. It's to qualify for the Euros. It is on November the 12th against Serbia, European qualifiers. It's a huge match for Scotland, and hopefully we can qualify for our first major tournament, I believe, since 1998. Absolutely mental. Anyways. Let's see what others are saying here. Isn't your friend an Arsenal fan who we beat 1-0? Yo, Bo! What's good, you know? Because Serenin is a Man City fan. So, ooh, Bo. I know Bo's not here anymore, but he would not be having it. Yusuf says, Pep Guardiola always overthinks his tactics when City get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, which is frustrating, says Yusuf. That's an interesting point there, Yusuf. I would say with regards to Pep, yeah, I think sometimes he does overthink it, but overall for me, I think he's a top manager, one of the best anyways. Sandro says, in my opinion, you cannot say City belongs in the top 5 clubs when you never reach the semifinals in the Champions League. Oof. It's hard. It's very, very hard. You know, there's a lot that goes into the Champions League, guys, and I want to be clear here. Champions League is one of the most it's the hardest to predict. It's the most unpredictable tournaments in the world. And I think it's difficult. It's very, very difficult, you know. And I think City, right now, I don't know if they are a top 5 club just based on performances regularly, but I think at the same time, it's difficult. I think they're borderline top 5 right now, just because. But at the same time, I'd probably throw them into the top 5. I think there's some truth to it. But then, like, Sandro, who are your top 5 clubs then? Does that mean Lyon's a top 5 club? Because they've just qualified for the Champions League. So I don't know how that argument fully works. Sandro, I'd like to hear your top 5 clubs down below. Pepe says, in the mid-1970s, Arsenal had a midfielder called Liam Brady. Going forward, he destroyed every defense, carries the ball. Same style as Messi. Man United need a player like Liam Brady in the midfield. Very interesting analysis, Pepe. Who would that player be for you then? Who would that player be for you, Pepe? I'd like to hear your thoughts and who you think United should look to sign for their Liam Brady. Yeah, and very knowledgeable there, Pepe. I appreciate, you said you watch football for 50 years or whatever. I appreciate you sharing your wisdom, even if it leads to disagreements about Paul Pogba. But, yeah, I appreciate that. I love Pep, but it was Pep's fault that they lost to Lyon, says Sandro. I don't think I agree with Serenen's point that it's never just the coach's fault. I think, yes, Pep should take a considerable amount of the blame, but then also the players, some of the performances. I think one player in particular, Raheem Sterling, there's other players that didn't play well. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, that's what I would have to say. So yeah, I think it's not just the manager's fault ever. You get me? H. Huss says, do you watch the United Stand? I am subscribed to the United Stand. I do check out a couple of their stuff. However, I do not watch a bunch of their content. I'm more into videos than live stream. I know I'm doing a live stream right now as I say that, but but generally I'm more of like a video creative. That's kind of my more thing. Whereas I think live streaming is fun to do and it can be entertaining. But generally, I think sometimes the United Stand get so caught up in entertaining and being loud and aggressive and saying crazy shit that they often aren't keeping it real. And does that make sense to you guys? I like them. I think Goldbridge is hilarious. I think Flex is very good. They have some great content creators on there, but I try and you know what I mean. Like, I try and keep it real with you guys. I'll be honest. I won't just rant for the sake of ranting. I'll only do it when I'm actually feeling it. I play up to the camera, of course, like every person does when they step on camera, but it's a lot. It's a small amount compared to I think what they do. So it's just different. Not necessarily my cup of tea, but still good content creators, and I would love to feature on the United Stand, because we're pushing for we're growing right now, pushing for 3K subscribers by the end of 2020. We're gonna get there. I believe in us, and yeah, got some more content on the way for you guys. So I appreciate everyone showing love and supporting. Keep on sending the questions. In a little bit, though, I will probably start to wrap this up. Just got to get on with some homework, get a little lunch myself, and yeah, get my homework done so I can prepare some more videos for you guys this week, and yeah, and film the new podcast too. So record. I always say film, but then we're doing it on audio, so that doesn't quite work. Anyways, what are the top 5 clubs? So I can't think of the top 5 right now. But maybe that's something I can do for video, or maybe I'll prepare a list for next time or send in the Discord. I'm gonna read off Sandro's though. He says Bayern, PSG, Liverpool, Real, Juve, then Barca, and maybe City. And I think that's a decent list. It's hard. It's really hard to say. I'll be real with you guys. Yes, I do pay attention to other leagues to some extent, but I'm not what I'm saying. Like, I'm not following every match that Juve is playing in Serie A. Like, I know they're not playing that well right now, but I'm not following every match. So it's hard for me to say, but I'll do a little thinking, and I'll get back to you guys in the Discord on that. Kari says, nobody carries the ball. same style as Messi. Let's not get crazy here. Okay, that's a fair point. He meant like very good dribbler though, is what I assume. And I understand what he meant. No, but Pep overcoached against Leon. He should have just say shoot goals and not play a strange lineup and tactics. I think Sandro falls upon both the manager in that case and then the players as well. I don't think there's one or the other. Yes, I think Pep Guardiola in that match maybe played a larger role in their downfall than he has in other matches they lose. But then again, right, still there was definitely players who did not step up when they needed to. Real don't perform in the Champions League the last few years, yes, but they did win it 3 times in a row. So, I think we can't expect them to win every time. What are other people saying here? Yeah, I'm not a City fan. I'm way more scared facing Real than City. Really? Because you know what, Seren? Real have been absolutely... no, that was Sandro, excuse me. Sandro. Yeah, nah, mate. I don't think Real are very good right now. I don't think Barcelona are very good right now. I mean, City are not great right now either. Neither are... I mean, Liverpool are good still, but the injuries... I don't think there's anyone that any club is really scared of facing, except for maybe Bayern, right? Ooh, this is gonna get interesting. Pepe says, go watch how Liam Brady was destroying defenses in the mid-1970s and early 1980s. As a Man United fan, I would shiver whenever Liam went forward. Yes, Pepe. Okay, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I have not watched any Liam Brady, so I cannot speak fully on this. But I think this to compare Messi to Liam Brady is a bit much, but no, I understand what you mean. And yeah, I'm gonna go watch. You know what? I'll watch some Liam Brady after this and learn a bit. I appreciate the historical football though, because I'm not familiar really with Liam Brady. Kari says I don't think any of the usual big sides deserve to be called top 5 outside of Bayern right now. Yeah, I 100% agree with that, Kahari. You are spot on there. Spot on. Oh, Atleti's an interesting one too. But yeah, I agree with none of the big sides deserve to be called top 5 right now outside of Bayern. Sandra says, I used to be scared the most of Atletico, but then they turned into 4-0 against Bayern, says Sandro. Right? But right now I would be more scared of City. Yeah, very interesting. And Pepe is just clarifying that he wasn't comparing Messi with Liam Brady, but more that they similar stylistically in the way that they would attack defenses. So, anyways, guys, I think this is I'll go on for 3 more minutes, but I think this is a good place to kind of wrap it up. I'm gonna. Oh, True Lion said that it was a boring game. It was a bit of a boring game, but guys, let me know your thoughts down below on the match. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Yeah, and any final questions? Any final questions? Fire away real quick before I sign out. Call it a day. And yeah, I appreciate everyone stopping by, taking the time. I'm actually about to have a bit of lunch. I hope you guys can have a good Sunday afternoon. I'm gonna send the link. Oh, wrong link. I'm gonna send the link one more time to the podcast. I really would appreciate it if you guys go give it a listen. I recommend it. I think you guys would enjoy. Let me share the link one more time with you guys, and maybe I'll send the Discord as well in the chat one more time for you guys. And yeah, I appreciate everyone taking the time to jump on, show some love, tune in. It was a good time. I really did enjoy watching it, although, of course, Manchester United did lose to Arsenal 1-0 in a Premier League match, and United are quite low down in the table. All right, here we go. Here's the Discord link as well. Sandra says, how many times will Bayern win the Champions League in the next 5 years? Your opinion. Are we counting, Sandro, are we counting the last one or not? That's the question for me. Do we count the last one or no? Depending on that, my answer will change. So let me know, and then I'll answer your question. Kari said, Sandro, I would say 5 out of 5 if they had Liam Brady. Oh, wow, Kari. Yes, says, you were counting the last one. Okay. I would say probably 2 to 3. 2 to 3, I think, is a fair amount. You know, I think things happen, injuries happen. It's such an unpredictable tournament. Anything can happen. I'd say 2 to 3. You know, I think 4 out of 5 would be insane, absolutely insane. But I think 3 is probably still a lot. 3 is a lot, but they've already considering that they've already won. You get me? considering that they've already won one, then I would have to say that three is possible. I think 2 is very realistic. 2 is very, very realistic. So I think we will end it on that note. I want to thank got it. I will, Pepe, I'm going to take a look at that too. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end it there. Thank you to everyone that tuned in today. We watched Manchester United versus Arsenal. Unfortunately, United lost 1-0 in the Premier League match. United slipping down the Premier League table. I got new videos coming this week. I have Premier League predictions and then a Premier League analysis video about one of the clubs in the Premier League right now. I think you guys will enjoy that one, so stay tuned with that. And yeah, I appreciate the support, everyone tuning in. If you didn't already, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you are new. Yeah, make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel. And yeah, a couple final questions there. True Lion says Spotify is available in your country. Yes, Spotify is available in my country. Is it not available in yours, True Lion? There are other places where the podcast is available, and I can share those links with you. True Lion, I will DM you. And yeah, guys, make sure to check out the new episode of the podcast on Spotify. Really, please check it out. Give it a chance. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you think I can improve it. And yeah, I will end it there. Thank you, guys. Take it easy. It's been real. Peace.